It's all about humanity.
Welcome everyone to this Smashborg iteration of the Bra Sesh podcast. We're all gathered here together in this couch, ready to talk about some pretty nice Smash Bros. We're in the best venue possible that we could have been for this occasion. My name is JoVo, as always. With me, Voravi, Simnil, Blackrenown, and Kisen. And what a joy it is to be back here with you boys. This has been a long time coming. We planned this for so long, and yet this is the most spontaneous podcast we've ever had.
Yeah, we actually talked about it once or twice, and then suddenly it was announced, and we're sitting there. Oh, okay, we're supposed to do this actually. But
It's also funny because it's happening right as doubles is happening.
Yeah.
So tons of doubles is happening. So we're like, all right, everyone. I hope you're having a good time watching us. To all of our massive audience right
show
here.
the crowd.
yeah, do not, under any circumstance, do not show the crowd.
I'm so bitter about that because I was just finishing a double set with Vital. Shout out my doubles partner, of course. We won the set, but we forfeited the set anyway to our opponents because I had to leave to be the podcast host there. So a tight schedule, but it is what it is. We'd rather be here talking about Smash Bros. And playing it. That's not really true, but we do prefer being here either way.
We enjoy it either way, yeah.
Yeah, we do. We can start by kind of summarizing. Oh, you know what? I can start with a bit of Bra Sesh lore. We can talk a little bit about where it is from, because I do believe the originator of the term Bra Sesh, for those who wonder, that is Norwegian for good sesh. I think it originated from a message from Koji, actually, in a Discord a long time ago. But then it was spelled with a J at the end and not an H.
Oh, yeah.
So I remember I was by Godex's stream one time where they sat in a voice call, him, Koji, Jay, the whole gang there. And Koji said it was better that we wrote it with the H and not the J. But I guess this helps us reach out to a more international audience.
International, yeah.
I do like it though, because the thing is, you have a mix of Norwegian and English. Bra, the Norwegian, and sesh with H is short for session in English.
Yeah.
Actually, that's literally wrong, because you write that with two S's instead of H.
Yeah,
I
it
just
should be
realized.
Bra Sesh.
To be completely correct, it should be double S, yeah. To be completely correct, it would be double S.
Yeah,
instead of,
Bra
that
Sesh?
sounds silly though.
Nobody would understand.
I told Fabs the name of the podcast. He was like, is it called Bra? It starts with Bra?
breast
Bra
holder in English. Wow. Yeah.
It's a Bra Sesh, yeah.
But that is the origination from the name itself. Shout out to Koji, of course. I think we can start off just by summarizing how each and every one of us has done it today. If you don't know,
Do we have to?
we're here at Smashborg Winter Seasonal, the biggest Smash tournament in Norway ever. I do
Ultimate.
believe. Smash Ultimate tournament ever. Kisen, how did today go for you in pools?
On to Blackrenown.
That's going to be a trend here. We're going to be done with Blackrenown, and I will still say, on to Blackrenown, please.
I was upset by Dotto King. I would say a very underseeded person. So I came out in 4th place in my pool. So there's that.
You still through though.
I'm still through. I'm not sure who I'm playing against in the bracket, but that's for tomorrow.
Yeah. What about you, Eirik?
So I got second seed, but I beat Marvin, but I lost to you a lot, so I got upset by you a lot. And since I lost the game to high GPS once, so Marvin won the pool, but I beat him at least.
Cool. Shout out to you a lot. That's a good upset. Seaman, what about you?
Well, I don't know if Anbil has tweeted the tweet yet. But there's this. So there's this famous video of me. Not necessarily famous, but it's probably going to be real soon.
We can show it here on the
There's
podcast.
this video of me saying, "I'm never going to lose to JoVo. I've beaten him like 8 times before. I've lost like 2 games to him throughout my entire life, but today, no chance. He outplayed me. The set count was 2-1. For some reason, he was seated above me. I don't know why. But he was seated above me, and so it was technically an upset, so I didn't get upset by anyone. I also lost to Truls pretty close, but he beat me again. And then the weird thing happened. So Drolo finished first in our pool, but he lost to a Luigi called Klakken.
Yeah.
He lost 2-0, which means Klakken lost fewer games than I did. And we lost the same amount of sets. So I finished 4th in my pool. So
One game difference.
we're in the 4 gang. We're in the 4 gang now. We're in the 4 gang.
It happened to Lerness as well. I think he has a game count 9-7, and then Jägerlilla, whatever, who has 9-6 in game count. So he got the upper seed there.
But you know,
Even though Lernasu beat him, that's weird.
we're
That's-
done, but we're not out. We're still in losers bracket.
Right,
to
right, right,
Kisen,
right, right.
So who knows? Maybe we go on some insane runs tomorrow, or maybe I'm predicted to face Raikoss in losers bracket.
It is possible. It's,
Either way, I
chance.
think it's fit to just cue the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme because that
Yeah.
didn't age well, Seaman.
Yeah, no, I know, but
Just be more careful next time.
I will at least say this. Anbil, when he said he would never lose to me, he lost the day afterwards. And JoVo, when he said he would never lose to me, he lost the day afterwards. At least it took me a year to lose to JoVo. So
Pick a
But, I
worst
mean, that's
player.
classic Drula as well, though. Because once again, he like beats everyone who's seated above him and loses to some random
Yeah.
person.
He gets a buff at
Yeah.
Smashborg seasonal.
Yeah, that's true.
the
Like
la-
large tournaments.
the last summer seasonal, he beat Whoopi, who was number
Yeah.
one in Norway.
best part is he beat Whoopi, then proceeded to finish like 24th or something.
That was wild. That
That's
was wild.
round
But
robin for you,
he
baby.
levels up at larger tournaments,
You beat the guy
and when
that
there's
gave
money
third.
involved, he kind of actually, I don't know what it is. He just becomes better.
Yeah.
What about you, August? How did your run go today?
Well, I also got upset. I'm sensing a theme here. Maybe there's a reason why we're actually trying to vary our options here. But I got upset about Tylan, Swedish Terry, who I believe was very underseeded.
Yeah.
We were also seeded, like, I was 31st seed, he was 33rd, I think,
Yeah.
or 34th maybe. So we were very close seeded, so it wasn't really an upset. But, you know, I lost 3rd seed, so I'm out in losers, almost got winners.
You're
but
in losers.
I'm in losers.
Imagine.
Okay,
Well-
I'm in losers, but I'm meeting iLift probably tomorrow, and that's my worst player matchup ever. So
Wow, this is going great for
it
you.
happens.
yeah,
Well,
At least you made it to top
Drolo beat his
64.
worst player matchup.
did.
So you
Who
can
are
do
you
too.
going to meet, Simon?
I'm facing Vavik tomorrow. I beat him the last time we met, but I think he's gotten a lot better since that time, and I have gotten worse. So I'm interested to see how that goes.
Imagine getting worse.
what about you? What about you? What about you?
At least you made it to top 64, all of
No.
you. I got 5th in my pool,
Oh,
but
no.
I did get a pretty nice upset against Nintendo, the Kirby. A lovely guy. Played a pretty close set. I actually got coaching from Nemui 45 minutes prior to when our wave started, which helped me with the Kirby matchup because I don't have any Kirby experience at all. But it was so nice getting like my first proper out-of-region victory since let's just be real here. Let's face it as it is. I'm the worst Smash player amongst the podcast panel here. But getting that victory meant a lot to me. Even though I didn't get to top 64, I still feel like I performed well. I finished behind Zairo, Early, Alex Torg, and Pfeiffer, which
Very
was,
strong players.
that is a
Very
stacked
strong
pool.
pool.
We will
Yeah.
come back to Alex Torg later.
Yeah. We have a lot to
sure.
talk about.
Absolutely.
We have so much that we need to embrace when it comes to topics. But I think it's fit to start to bring a guest up on the stage because there is one guy who is deserved of all the credits for everything that's happening here this weekend. He's been a real force when it comes to the local area here in Smashborg. He's trying to point away from him. We would like to get some words from our lovely tournament organizer, Lord Christoph Alexander, as well. Come up with us and take a seat, my dear friend.
All right.
Christopher, how are you, my friend?
Very busy.
I'm not sure.
He's busy. That's what it
He's
is.
very
Busy
busy.
and tired.
Yeah, good thing I brought my laptop, or else I would be silent.
Yeah, you're controlling the audio, you're
Yes,
controlling
I
the
am.
cameras, you're doing everything. And I'm really impressed from a tournament organizer's point of view. I'm so impressed about how everything is sorted out here. Let's take it back to when Smashborg was started, because you work in Rotarian Esports, which started off in Rocket League, but also got into Smash later on. And Smashborg was one of the concepts that kind of spiraled further into creating this whole enormous scene around Smashborg.
Yes, okay, the origin of Smashborg is like a bit older than Rotarian even. So Smashborg was done first in 2019. Just before COVID, there was this Smashborg Winter, not seasonal at that time, which was totally improvised event at our previous location. Which it was even before my time, so I didn't even know it was happening. Like I worked upstairs in the same venue almost, and like, why didn't no one tell me there was a Smash tournament going on? Like, but at the same time, that was like the inspiration to like continue something more, or at least that was what I used to like say. Okay, this can be done in a bigger scale too.
And you've really taken it up a notch. When it comes to like not knowing about the Smash tournaments, you were like you were playing when you were younger. Is that correct?
Yes, I used to be in the community back in like 2014 to 2016. I only played Melee back then. Only really hung with the Bergen crew back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had friends there like Nintendork and Norway from the time. So I didn't really know there was a Østfold scene back then either.
Ah.
I didn't really try to discover it either. Maybe my fault. But yeah, school caught up to me and I was suddenly very busy. So when I finally started working with esports like for full time this year, and also got the opportunity to like sign Smash players for Rotarian, which I've been like working voluntarily for, and like, okay, this is the start, and we need to like kick it up. So together with Simnil, we managed to like kick off Smashborg again almost a year ago now. 20th of February, I believe, was the first one last year. Of the like new rebranded with the new logo, the more like proper setup and everything. And since then, the rest is history. We had 47 attendees on the first one, 53 or something on the second one. It's like, wow, no.
I think that was the third one.
No, yeah, maybe
Yeah.
second or third.
Doesn't matter.
But it was still quite a lot more than I ever expected to like show up here in this little.
It was kind of
venue.
overwhelming, I would assume.
It was indeed.
Yeah.
And look at where we are now. Like 129 attendees in total here at Smashborg Winter Seasonal. That is wild.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm getting the shots.
as we mentioned, the biggest ultimate tournament that has ever appeared here in Norway. We have so many very good players like on the European scale. We have Lancelot coming here. We have
Yes.
Minimo traveling from the UK. There are so much quality and so much talent everywhere we go now. It's kind of surreal to be here in Sarpsborg in Norway.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, what the fuck is going on in Sarpsborg? Like,
That's a great question. The age-old
I don't
question.
even know. I'm never gonna know because this is way more than I ever imagined in such a short time.
Yeah, it's less than
Yeah.
1 year ago since the first Smashborg, and now we have
Yes.
128 people, 129, and it's the biggest Ultimate Tournament Norway has ever had, as well as the second biggest Nordic Smash Ultimate Tournament post-pandemic.
Yeah, true,
Yeah.
true, true.
True.
So I'm gonna surpass that, of course.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Um,
256 for the next one.
Of course, we have to do that. Of course, now we also know the kind of demand there is and what we can produce with what little we had, which was basically just my time for the last 4 to 6 months.
Yeah.
Ever since the summer season, I've been slowly plodding it in and kicking it up into high gear the last 2 months, I guess, working almost non-stop ever since Nordcup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get back to that later, but
Yeah.
I want to kind of grasp a bit into the summer seasonal as well, because that was a concept that happened in Kulosparken in Sarpsborg, right?
Yes.
That was kind of the prequel to this winter seasonal. It kind of is a seasonal thing now.
Yeah,
A
it is,
tournament
yeah.
half a year that is considered a national, almost a major. It's on the rankings for like tournaments with 100 plus attendees. But the summer seasonal was relatively a success as well. There was a lot of good competition, and it kind of started this lore for a specific Swedish player that we all know and love.
We don't talk about him. He is
will.
here today.
He's Amy Gunner. We don't
Yeah,
say his name.
Amy Gunner, and no one wants to look him in the eye because of the shame. No, he's a great guy. Jovin, he just came out of nowhere, like signed up for Smashborg Summer Seasonal. I was like, oh wow, international players like Sweden, yeah, neighbor country, but still international for me at that point. I'm like, okay, this is fun. And then I see the top 8. I'm like, what is happening? Someone needs to stop this guy right now. I'm not sending money to Sweden.
We're supposed to take the money from Sweden.
Now we're gonna have to send money to
thankfully.
Finland, Sweden,
Yeah.
You
maybe
don't know. You don't know.
England.
Send in Sir Fresh and maybe not.
Yeah. We'll see about the prize pool. If it's just disappearing, if no Norwegians get to top 8.
I think that's a fair way to justify it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
if
probably.
things go the way it did to Midgard, then no one will get prize money either. So
True.
Wait, what?
no
No.
Norwegians in top 8.
Oh.
I can promise everyone that the prize pool is what it is. And it's currently 16,400 kroner because we hit the cap.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And it's not like we barely hit the cap either. There's a waiting list, and it was
Yes.
capped pretty quickly. Actually.
I had a waiting list. It wasn't that long because lots of people didn't want to be on the waiting list either. So
Yeah.
in theory, we would have been somewhere above 100. And 60 with all the people who reached out, and then there's those who didn't reach out as well, probably. So who knows what the number could be?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I mean, if you set a cap on 256, I would not be too surprised if we all hit it. Like, honestly.
Waiting
Exactly.
list really speaks to the potential of
Yeah,
this
for
place,
sure.
for sure.
yeah, I gotta need a bit.
And if we get to like another floor or another room, like there could definitely be room for 256.
Oh yeah, yeah. Those of
Bigger?
you who were here at NorCup
How much
will
bigger?
know about the space just
Yeah.
above us, like
That's a
the
huge
whole
space.
foyer and the art gallery and everything. There's lots of space to like.
Art
expand.
gallery?
Yeah.
Yeah, there
We're
is
gonna
an
play
art gallery.
Smash
Art
in an
gallery?
art gallery?
Wow.
Haven't you
What a
seen?
disrespect
That's
to all the
where-
artists.
that's
What
What a
But-
disrespect to all the smashers.
Smash is art, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
true. The
beautiful
art of
said.
Smash.
What kind of
yeah.
painters?
We have like Da Vinci. And
It's kind of abstract at times, maybe a bit of Picasso.
You know, we had
Pikachu?
something something crazy. We had the
You
most
just made
abstract
stuff
thing ever. There was this woman who had like taken old fridges from like the landfills and put some chalk drawings on them. That's it.
Okay.
Oh.
Sold them for 15,000 kroner each.
What the?
Talented lady.
yeah, for sure.
Way too abstract.
Very
Like buy an
talented, yeah.
entire fridge or freezer and to like put
I
in your
would
living
feel
room for
comfortable playing
art.
Smash in
Do you
front of
wanna
that.
become an
I would
artist
feel
with
me?
comfortable.
I
We're
think
not.
we have the talent.
We're not here to judge art, though. We're here to talk
Yeah, yeah, of
to
course.
you, Christopher, about the work that you've done. And I want to kind of get into NordCup as well, because that started as a concept for Rocket League primarily, and then it expanded onto season 2 last year in 2022, where you got into Smash Bros as well. Tell us about the process there as well.
Well, last year was kind of season 3 actually.
Ooh.
Because there's this hidden gem called Season 1, which was some kind of pilot. It was a short season and it was for League of Legends.
Really?
Actually, yeah.
Cool.
And the next year we did Rocket League because most of the people working here at the time were like into Rocket League. So and we had a network to have the casters ready, like in-house and everything, because COVID also hit at the same time. So we had like a think different, and that's what kind of made us get going.
Yeah.
The way we managed to think different and like do tournaments at the same time. So NorCup for Rocket League was 2 seasons before we managed to get the Smash in. So kind of, yeah. 4th season was the last season.
Wow. It has gone. It has gone on for such long time. Like me, I'm very known in most of the esports scene across many games. But I hadn't heard of NordCup until like the 2021 season of Rocket League. That was the first time that name appeared for me. And then it expanded onto Smash Bros. And that was exciting for me because that was kind of the pardon the word that I'm about to use, Nintendo circuit that we were looking for here in Norway.
Sure, calm down.
That was that was the kind of tournament series we were looking for because that kind of professionalized Smash Bros in a way we've never seen before. Not even in Norway, but across the entire world, really. Like there has never been a concept like that before, and that must be like the situation with the Panda Cup and Smash Bros Tour must have frightened you a bit this December when you heard about all the fuss that was about those circuits.
Oh yes, indeed. I've spent so much time reading up on all that, every aspect, and like trying to figure out what may have been in the Nintendo contracts and such. But I've figured so far that we will be safe because we are non-commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are state funded to the core. Like it is.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
county is supplying and kind of Rotarian and NordCup is kind of a result of a branch from the county.
It is part of the municipality Sarpsborg and the county Viken, soon to be Østfold, which are still totally on board, thank God.
Really?
And some state agencies like UKM and Kulturtanken, which has the Kulturelle Skolesekken and such things.
And that is kind of a nice angle because that kind of emphasizes esports and gaming into culture, like traditional culture, the way that mainstream media and the older generations might want to look at it. It kind of merges those two concepts together, and I really like that.
Yeah, because so much of gaming is about art and culture and such things. So it's easier to make the politicians that we work with to like make esports an actual thing on the state level. It's easier to make them see the cultural aspect of it first, and then we can maybe bring in the sports for like fully fledged like regular football and whatever. Yeah, we just gotta have them see what it is
Yeah.
in all the aspects.
And Nordcup has been beautiful to all of us because that's when we kind of got the squad together, you
Got
know?
together.
We got the boys together
I
on
mean, we
Nordcup.
were just randomly chosen to be the commentators, and that's how all of this started. To be
Yeah,
honest.
because
Yeah.
no one applied. So they were like, oh, I guess I'll have
That's
to
not
stick
true.
to these
There
guys.
were,
Next time
there were
they're
applicants that didn't get
Yeah, of
So
course.
that's
Yeah,
why
yeah,
so
yeah.
many people applied for commentary this tournament, huh?
Of course, I'm a good chooser of commentary people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to everyone for this constellation.
Let's go.
Let's talk about the winter season now. We're halfway through the singles bracket. We're done with pools. You had your pool as well today.
I had my pool. It went very well. Like
Yeah.
considering how I play, I got 2 stocks of Splarfy in game 2.
Let's go!
Oh, that's
Hey.
pretty good.
Yeah, so
I can't do
he
that.
looked almost kind of frightened. Like, wait, can he do it?
The way he would have popped off for you if you got
Yeah.
that. You would be like, fuck yeah!
Like, wait, what? Wait.
Throwing the chair like, fuck yeah, Lord.
Yeah, no.
Throwing the
I can just imagine Splarfy because he's the nicest guy ever. Like, he would pop off with you.
He throws a chair, gets
right,
banned
right.
for popping off for the TO. Like,
Speaks to the guy, man.
Yeah, no, so it was all fun. Yeah, I was kind of busy doing TOing in the beginning, and so when I finally had some time to play sets, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do everything in one sitting. Like, keep them coming, keep coming. Next one.
Who's next?
Yeah, who's next?
But yeah, we're halfway through now. The pools are done. We kind of follow the schedule. We didn't fall too far behind.
No, we're like 25 to 30 minutes behind in general at the
That's good.
maximum.
That's
really good,
very
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Like
So, yeah.
considering how much logistics are necessary for a tournament like this, half an hour behind is not that much. Especially considering that we have had so much going on. We've had doubles as well, and we even had time for a dinner break in between.
Yeah. The breaks are important to me because I know that's what bugs me off the most at tournaments when it's so tightly packed. You don't even know when you can take a little break.
yeah. When you can eat and when you can.
Yeah. So having those planned in as good as possible is very key in my mind.
I know we have a certain Danish player here who also loves dinner breaks.
Dinner
so he
breaks,
probably
yeah.
the lore behind this is the online era. Yaya Lilla hosted the largest online tournament series.
Yeah.
And he would always host these dinner breaks.
The best online series.
Yeah, for sure. Just shout outs, Yaya Lilla. If you're here watching, shout outs. Fantastic having those online tournaments. But so nice to be back offline as well.
Oh,
And
yeah.
again, there's so much shout outs to like Rotarion and UKM for just putting up all these fantastic offline events all the time.
And the cool part about that as well is that you brought it to the masses by kind of expanding. You had the Smashborg on tour, which kind of stopped at Hønefoss, but then Nordcup took over, and there were qualifiers all around Norway. And that was so fascinating how you just traveled by car all the way to Tromsø and going down the entire coastline just to get qualifiers going for Nordcup to gather people to a final with the highest production Norwegian Smash has ever seen. Like, it's a very well-performed concept. There's no other way to emphasize it.
I usually just call it fake it till you make it.
Well, you did make it. I would say you made it.
I kind of did. Well, we'll see.
Well, I guess sky's the limit, right? There's always things you want to accomplish as the next thing. Which brings me into another question. What's next?
Yeah.
What's next?
Nordcup Premium.
Spicy details.
Oh, I have what's next in many categories. We'll take Smashborg first. So some of you might have seen in the Discord there's a thread called Major with a TBH. No, TBA, not TBH.
To be quite honest,
To be quite honest, we don't know yet. No, we are kind of decided after, especially this weekend and the engagement and how many people want to come here. Like, okay, what are the opportunities? How can we scale this up? So, at the very least, we will double the capacity next year for the next winter seasonal. Expand the venue, of course, but now we know how many people might be able to come, so it's easier to maybe have a budget and such, because the budget this year is just the prize pool and my working hours, I guess. Yeah, we are doing this on a shoestring. So with the proper funding, which we can get if we have like something to show back to, like this event, we can go so many places.
Yeah.
And that's also true for Nordcup. Nordcup will be kind of different this year. It will. I will not be traveling as much, at least, and we will be relying on the local communities to do the tournaments, but like be applicable to have a Nordcup qualifying spot and such, as I've kind of alluded to before. But the interesting thing is, we're kind of going to split Norway into 4 regions.
Oh.
Yes. And this is going to be probably controversial to some, probably all, but we'll see how that goes.
And what are those regions?
Still a little undecided, or else I
Yeah.
would have told you a lot more.
Yeah, but it would be like north, south, west, east. Like
Yeah, kinda. But exactly where the border should go is not drawn out on the map just yet.
Because that would be very
It's
varying which regions are. Some regions would be very, very stacked, and others would be less so, right?
Yeah, and it depends also whether you like say, because you would have like Eastern Norway, and then I feel like you would probably like combine South and West. I feel like, and then maybe Central and North. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because south being by itself is a little bit less.
We can't say anything
less,
though.
yeah.
I mean, we'll
I
see
know.
how we
We'll see
you
how
guys
it
develop
turns
it.
out. I'm sure it'll work out.
Some part of this is like trying to muster the initiative to like start more locals in areas with fewer locals than they currently have.
That's fair.
Yeah. So we are working on multiple grounds here. It's not just to please like the top tier all the time. We are trying to make the grassroots also flourish.
Wonderful.
And that's the bigger goal in the end.
Yeah.
And also that is very key and important to like make the politicians understand what it is, so esports can be a real thing in Norway, like it is in pretty much every other of our neighbor countries.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think like keeping hold of that grassroots part is so important, because new players develop into like better players, and then the more players that are within a community, the higher the skill ceiling gets.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. We see that with Denmark, unfortunately. They are like 7 players, but they're all quite good. But they have no grassroots.
Yeah, that's the thing. There are a lot of Danish organizations. I overheard Hope talking about it just now. There are many Danish organizations, but none that kind of dabble their way into the fighting game community or within Smash.
No, we have like Swedish Dragonborn esports, which are supporting Hope. So like when the Swedes have to go into Denmark to make it like seem for serious, there's something wrong. So I hope we can do some exchange on knowledge and like make help out our Nordic brothers, of course.
I have to say, I also think that's like why these types of tournaments where you see each other face to face is so important, because we
is.
have we have like the Danish, you know, the people from Denmark who like really like fight for the community. You know, Mysterio, truly like a community head. We have all of those people. We have them here, and they are, you know, we're able to exchange ideas, and they have the passion. Some of them.
They do.
And they have
do.
like, you see, like at most they get like upwards to 30 players, which means they can mobilize to an extent. And I would just want to give a quick shout out. Like the perfect example of like a region that has really succeeded is Iceland. Like
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure, for sure.
Shout out Iceland.
yeah, post-pandemic,
bracket
they've
though.
grown from having like 5 players to like 40-man locals consistently in a country with less than half of Oslo's population.
It is
What?
quite
Yeah.
amazing.
Iceland has like 300,000
Yeah, it's
people.
true.
Like per capita, they have the biggest Smash community in the Nordic countries.
Probably in the world.
And
Like,
so that's so like again, like I even want to extend my my shout out further. That is like the work of Airly, to be honest. Like
It is, it
massive shout outs, because like
Yeah.
almost single handedly, along with like a couple of other community members, you're able to like seeing Airly throwing the
Yeah,
hands
it's
up
in,
in
it's in the
air.
crowd.
Love you, Airly.
Shout out Ellie.
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
think he was looking at us.
No, but anyway, yeah, just shout outs like being able to like build a community from the ground up, and I think it's so cool, and that just goes to show like it's possible everywhere. You can make Smash an esport because enough people play it to where you can engage them to the esports level of
Yeah.
it. Because a lot of people play Smash. There's just a lot of people who don't know about tournaments, who don't necessarily feel like going to tournaments. So you have to like create this inviting like this welcoming feeling. And I think you're doing a very good job of doing that. With
Yeah.
like, of course, everyone has their disagreements. We talked about how we think NoCap should be structured, but like
Of course.
your vision is like I really love it because you have like your main motive is like getting new people invested and like keeping people in the community and just expanding the grassroots. That's exactly the type of like perspective you should have. So again,
yeah.
shout outs for that.
And we're all here because of this guy. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, actually.
He's done
For real, though.
wonders for this scene. And I just want to quickly shoot in that if you have any questions for our guests, we will be reading Twitch chat from now. Just shoot them along while we have the guest in the couch.
And we will have many more guests.
Yeah, we will have many more guests. Oppentrapp is one of many to come. But we are heading into top 64 tomorrow. All the pools are done. Do you have any predictions when it comes to who's standing out on top? Apart from Anbil beating Raikoss in the finals with Simnil coming in third.
similar going.
No, you know, you might think I would be on biased like that, but I'm not. I know I'm probably sending a lot of money to Finland and Sweden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
also
you
some to Denmark. Like,
You say that, but Norway has been doing pretty well.
Yeah.
I want to like say a few sets in particular, like Alex Torg versus Pfeiffer. Very good upset there
That
from Alex
was
Torg.
The best set.
We'll get to the upsets.
The best
though.
set.
Yeah.
We'll get to the upsets.
There are so many
But
to
I'm just
pick from.
saying,
Well, yeah.
you don't send the money before it's done, because you might have to
Okay.
take that back.
But if
Yeah.
are we going on predictions who we're winning?
Or just upsets in
I want,
general. like,
I want Christopher's specific prediction. Who will be the top 3 for Smashborg Winter Seasonal 2023?
who is top 3?
Me.
top.
Probably.
losers, right?
Probably.
It will be. We'll have Lancelot at top. I think that. I believe that. We might see Schmixtape on second place, or BG Tau, as it's going by today at least.
That's so unusual.
Balls Gaming
Balls
Tau.
Gaming Tau.
That's an interesting prediction. Yeah.
And we and I will hope for Anbil on third.
Big chungus.
Yeah, I'm gonna put money on that. No, I'm not.
I don't think that's too controversial because if the audience don't know, Anbil was in it was Copenhagen, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Super
The-
Nerdy Bros.
Yeah, they were at Super Nerd Bros in Copenhagen where he double eliminated Pfeiffer, took out Soon, and also beat Hope. The only player he lost to was fucking Jovin!
And the funny thing is, they played a lot of matches after they set on stream and back in down in the venue, and like Anbil was starting to get it. So Pfeiffer might not be, Pfeiffer, I say, Jovin might not be impossible anymore.
Yeah. Are we doing our own predictions, or are we? leaving
start.
it,
We might get to that later, I think.
Yeah.
Alright.
We'll save it along. So just so you guys keep listening to us, thank you for joining us. I think you will be free to go now, Christopher. Thank you for taking the time to sit along with us.
Thank you for having me.
If you do have a shout out, it's of course your production, your channel. Say whatever you please.
That's true. I almost I can just mute you all. No,
true.
but like I want to shout out to
Us.
my boss for letting me do this madness. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, yeah.
he
And
has a lot of
shout out
faith
to
in
your
me.
boss for making a mistake in one of these. Who got the one with 3 holes?
I haven't heard them reach out yet.
Oh,
So
no.
Shout out
we'll
to Ole.
see.
Maybe it's someone who DQ'd.
It might have been color, for all we know,
Actually.
True. The DQs.
Or like
forget
Mo.
him.
or Mo,
No, it's not Mo. I looked at his. card, like,
specifically
okay.
at most.
Why at
No,
most?
because people are asking me where is he? I'm like, oh no, he's DQ'd.
I also just looked at mine.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what if? That would be very funny.
Okay.
But it wasn't.
See you guys later.
See you, don't mute us,
See you.
please.
Thank you so much for coming
Stop
along,
it.
Christopher, and it's been a pleasure once again to hang out with this guy. Not only is he's
What is this?
he's a so we always do this handshake. This is something
This is
we've pla-
Norwegian culture, if you didn't know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Not
everyone
only
else watching, that's what we do in Norway.
not only is Christopher a great tournament organizer and stream technician and producer, he's also a really good guy. He's so easy to like, and I think most people thrive at his tournaments.
Yeah.
And a really good Smash player at that.
Yeah,
true.
2 stars against Starfleet.
Almost took a game of Hugnable. He
Yo.
was last hit with Hugnable, so
He almost beat me in Brawl.
God,
that's pretty impressive.
But what is I want to kind of segue into the next part I want to talk about, which is kind of we have so many countries represented here. We have people from the UK, Denmark, Sweden, just to name a few. And we kind of discussed this in the Bra Sesh episode we had with Ton about different metagames from different countries.
For
And
sure.
I do believe that seeing how other countries play, seeing how the Icelandic players are used to playing the meta, seeing how Lancelot has optimized his gameplay, attending to so many European majors and even going across the pond. There's so much to learn, and I think that is pretty much what is the most important to kind of grab with you when you're at a tournament with so many representatives from our country.
Yeah, you have to mix up how you play your metagame versus how you play versus kind of other countries. I said I can't remember the player now that we have the advantage here in that they are coming to our metagame, right?
Yeah.
They have to play our metagame here.
Yeah.
So a lot of out-of-country players will eventually fall a victim to that.
Yep.
In that it's our metagame, right?
They will get Torga, as we say.
Yeah, they will get Torga.
Torg is the true metagame.
Yeah.
He
Do we
was-
know who Torg is meeting? I don't
We'll
know.
get into that
we will-
later.
we
I
will
want to
get
see
into
so bad.
We will speak about him later, but let's just say that he slayed, what was it, 10
Five.
stocks, 11 stocks yesterday?
Oh, 14.
my God.
Yeah, the
stocks.
crew battles.
14 stocks.
14 out of 15 stocks.
Sorry.
Can we talk about the crew battles? That is the most amazing concept I've ever seen. We managed to combine national crew battles with regional crew battles, and we all represented each our own crew. Simnil eliminated my crew, but it didn't last long
my
either.
God.
So for those who are unaware, we had regional combined with national crew battles, where there were 12 crews represented.
Yeah.
I do believe it was Østfold, Trondheim, Oslo, Vestlandet, Sweden, Iceland, Finland, Norway, worldwide, Nord-Norge, Nordland, and then
Someone
was
Smashborg.
Örebro.
Örebro, my goat.
Yeah, they came in with a drip.
They
Ah,
lost 14 stocks to Alex.
They are the ones who lost the 14 stocks to Alex. Yeah.
But they came in with the drip.
And then we did the best thing. We had one stock left to take, and then we sent in Gardex, who spent 5 minutes making a me. Just
No. He had an amiibo. He had
yeah,
an-
but he spent forever. It didn't connect, and he was like, "Oh, I can't fix it."
Yeah, I have to set the attacks as
It
well.
was
Yeah.
Or do you actually?
was great.
With the amiibo.
Why do
Yes.
people
not
go?
sure.
Okay, why do people go through the trouble of all that just to play something as cringy as a me? Excuse me, but
Not just
why?
as cringy as me, but as bad as me, sword fighter. Like, why would
I'm looking at
bother?
you, MM. Why are you playing a sword fighter?
Why do we have 2 sword fighters in Norway? Like, they are
We have
nowhere
3.
else.
How is
we have
that
3?
possible?
Foran,
Oh, shit,
Right,
Foran.
correct,
He has
correct.
the same birthday. as
Foran,
me, fun
MM,
fact.
and Gardex.
Yeah.
Me Swordfighter is cool.
That
It's
is.
kind of okay. When I started playing online, I thought I would main sword fighter.
Don't
but I
forget about
didn't.
my sword fighter.
Which
I-
character
I'd
don't
never
you
seen it.
play, Blackrenown?
I don't play me sword fighter.
Never
Spreading
seen it.
misinformation on the
right.
internet.
Yeah, but that's kind of fascinating because seeing as Gardex is he was power ranked in Ultimate early, but he is now. But kind of the characters we have that develop the metagame, it's so different from, for example, what you used in Sweden,
Yeah.
where there's a lot of the top tiers. We see Jokers, we see most of those characters we usually see in the top 8 of super majors, and that's kind of fascinating how we have developed a meta around. What we consider like lower tiers, at least we have a Mewtwo that's amongst the top 2.
Truly low tier.
Very niche
I mean,
characters.
yeah.
For sure.
I mean, you say that, but then go to Skåne, and it's kind of like, what is happening
The
there?
thing
That's-
is, we have like Palu, Snake, good characters,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
the rest is just mid tier.
yeah.
High
It's
tier.
very mid tier, very mid tier.
Extremely
I'm
mid.
kidding. Actually, Mewtwo is alright. I'll give you that.
Okay,
Mewtwo
guys,
is
maybe
alright.
high mid tier. Maybe high mid tier.
Mewtwo has such a sick punish game.
Top 6
For
tier.
sure.
It's a very good punish
And
game.
Anbil
It's
is
not
sitting
sick.
in the, let's not too
That's a good punish game.
let's not talk
Yeah.
too much
Very
about
good
Mewtwo
punish
when he's
game.
sitting there. He's going to
Should we invite Anbil up for a short interview? You want
Yeah,
to come
why
up,
not?
Anbil?
Yeah, why not?
one
Why
of our top
He will
contenders in this
finally
tournament.
be
actually.
on the podcast. Never again, though. Never again.
We kind of had a running joke
You can
before
be
you
here for
came on,
2
Anbil.
minutes.
That
I got 2 minutes.
No.
we had a running joke that we would never invite you to this podcast, but I figured
I
figured
remember.
as there were requests to see you in the chat, we kind of had to bring you in here.
You
How,
know-
how are you? How are you feeling on this tournament?
I'm feeling fine. Got a headache right now because I was cheering so hard for Team Norway. I was on the team, but I didn't get to play at all.
At all.
Okay, played twice. I took 5 stocks.
Okay.
And then against Sweden, I was just watching and hoping
Yeah.
Tom would finish off Schmick so I didn't have to play him.
Choke against me, Gunner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
imagine if
Yeah.
I choked that.
Dude, I thought that exact same thought. I was commentating. I was like, he's not gonna win.
Bro, if Tom didn't win that, I was gonna choke for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
actually.
we do have two parties here. Part of Rotarian Esports now, which is kind of the origin to Smashborg and the entire scene here. How do you feel about being part of such a prevalent organization within the Smash community?
Well, I think it's great. It's part of the reason why I joined, because I saw them doing great stuff. I was like, oh, this is gonna get bigger and bigger. I saw that potential last year, so that's why I emailed them with my application.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Sometimes you have to reach out for organizations to realize, wow, there is something happening here. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what you did, and that has really paid off. You've jumped up to, I would consider a guaranteed top 2 spot for the ranking that was in 2022. Done really well with a, as we mentioned, niche character. Are you considered the best solo Mewtwo in the world right now?
I think so. Yeah. I don't think there are. Apparently, there's a solo Mewtwo, or there's a Mewtwo who's contributed a lot in Japan to
Yeah.
like the Orin rank, but I've never heard of him before.
Okay.
It's always
No, I've thought that before. I've talked with Blackrenown about it as well. Like there's a high chance that there are some like Japanese or maybe American Mewtwo's that are
It's
like
always a Japanese guy.
very good,
Yeah.
but kind of underground. Like
But, like,
maybe not very active.
Yeah, for the Orion rank, I wasn't on there, but I contributed 15 points. But they were all Category 1 events,
Ah,
so that's why it wasn't on the
You
chart.
were also listed as a notable win as well.
Yeah.
yeah.
from
impressive.
from Tariq. Tariq BJ
Yeah.
was like on his Orion rank thing.
Yeah, that was in Winners in Tech Republic, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Watching that setback, it was doable. So
Yeah.
Next time.
next
Have
time,
you looked at your
Next.
bracket for this tournament?
yeah,
I've looked
What
at
do you
it
feel
too.
about it?
I'm playing against Min Min.
Oh, Emmy.
Hey.
Emmy. And
Oh.
listen, I don't know the matchup, but I'm gonna try. I know I can back him off stage. If I get one backer off stage, he's dead. That's all I need.
I'll give you an advice now. Kiro42 has a secondary min if you want matchup
Really?
practice. He does.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, well, I'm money matching Emmy later.
Yeah.
We're grinding.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I don't care about like, oh, I don't want to give that person matchup experience. At Midgard, I was to face Plump in bracket, but I was like, okay, let's money match. And he's like, are you sure you want to money match when we're facing in bracket? And I was like, yeah, because I want us both to be better. The more
Yeah.
each player knows the matchup, the more honest the fight is. It's not fun if a person gets matchup checked in bracket,
I love it.
especially when we're here to get better.
The words of a true winner, that is.
Yeah,
Actually.
yeah,
It
exactly.
really is.
And that kind of also brings me into another question that I have that kind of ties in with the discussion we had about the metagame and how it develops from country to country. How much have you learned from traveling to Sweden, France, traveling to Spain, and kind of seeing how different communities play neutral, play advantage? What is the kind of main learning point you brought with you from all these travels?
I think Norway is a lot less aggressive than other European countries, in good and bad ways. And I think Norway needs to work on its advantage state. Because when I was in Spain, Czech Republic, my round 1 was a Roy. I've never been uncomfortable against like a mid-level Roy. This guy was from Spain, not even top 50, and he had the combo game, and I was fearing for my life every second. So they're a lot more aggressive, a lot more. They have better advantage states in general, but not that much better. It's not like the difference between the U.S. and Europe, because I've heard the U.S. are way more aggressive than EU even. So yeah, that's the main differences between the metagames.
Speaking of US, you've mentioned on Twitter that you want to travel across the pond for 2023.
Yeah.
Are there any specific tournaments or any specific states or countries you'd like to visit?
I am going to LNBM next year.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'm okay. For anyone listening from Norway who wants to go with me, I might pay myself.
Oppentrapp is peeking out from the door.
myself, okay? I'm paying myself.
Oppentrapp was peeking out from the door behind the set here. He was kind of giving Anbil a confused look.
So I'm going to LNBM and I'm traveling down the day before New Year's Eve, so I get to celebrate New Year's Eve in New York.
Wow.
And spend a week in New York, grind at locals, meet the players, meet the community, and then LNBM 1 week later. So
Wow.
if anyone listening wants to join me for LNBM, please do.
I'm considering it heavily.
Bro,
I really want to.
join me. It's gonna be fun.
At least for the tournament. I might not stay a week, but
no, that's fair. It's gonna be expensive, so
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
saving up already.
The
Wow.
plane tickets are like probably the least
Plane
expensive
tickets
parts.
are not
They're
gonna be
not.
that expensive.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like
Yeah.
staying there is gonna be the expensive part.
Yeah,
And I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend a week there.
Yeah.
Just staying for the tournaments. That sounds great.
Yeah.
For this specific tournament, Smashborg Winter Seasonal, I don't remember your exact seeding, but of course you were the first one in your
Fifth.
pool. You were the 5th seed for this tournament. Are you optimistic about your chances to maybe advance at least to the top 3 or the grand final stage now that your your kryptonite per se Mo is on a sick leave?
Well, I wouldn't call Mo my kryptonite. We go back and forth. It's even.
Okay, your kryptonite Jovin is in losers, so now you gotta.
Yeah, I gotta watch out for that. But no, as long as I manage to get past the Steve and the Min in my bracket path, I think I'm pretty good. If I beat Arifus, I'm assuming I meet him. I might be in the Zoxy.
I lift meets Arifus.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
might be Arlift then. If
I
I
think
get
we'll
past those guys, I think I'm pretty good. But it's about those tricky matchups that we don't have in Norway. Min and Steve. As far as I know, there are no good ones in Norway that that I can play with.
No, I agree.
easy
That's
to-
those are characters that we kind of lack in the metagame in Norway right now. Like as I mentioned, we have Kira42 as a secondary mid-min. Blackrenown has dabbled a little bit in min-min
Has he?
earlier.
only on
Penguin
Smashborg.
has a secondary min.
Penguin also.
Apparently, he's never used it, as far as I
Yeah,
know.
he's used it against me.
Yeah. So we don't have
Oh,
those
the
characters, and that's
Which
kind of
was-
fascinating considering the characters we do have here. We do have one Yoshi too many. I would consider. We do
Definitely.
We have
10
one-
Yoshis.
we have one Mewtwo too many as well. So,
Yeah.
We have
Yeah,
one too many
Drulu
meetings.
really needs to drop that Mewtwo.
I agree. And it needs to drop the Rob too.
Yeah, well.
are
many
you
villagers,
confident
please
that
just
you
drop
can
it.
put up a good fight against Lancelot though?
Yeah, I am. Even though the crew battles did not go my way, and the friendlies did not go my way, and the money matches do not go my way, I am confident.
Even though, yeah.
Wow,
Worst of
you
all,
never give up. That's
You gotta believe.
Listen,
Trust.
listen. All I need is like 12 edge guards, and I'm good.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
You only need to win 12 times
Yeah, I.
Win neutral 12 times. and you
Yeah,
win the set.
exactly.
against Lancelot's boy.
I
Yeah.
just gotta be better.
And then
Yeah.
do that twice in the grand finals reset as well.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
We'll get back to predictions.
we,
I
we
need to
will.
win 24 times.
But no, I'm confident against anyone. I can beat everyone here.
Are you confident against Emmy?
Hmm?
Emmy?
Yeah, because
No,
you played a money match
saying,
earlier,
I'm not
right?
saying I'm gonna win. I'm
No,
saying
no.
I'm confident that I'll put up a good fight.
You're
and
confident in what you plan to do.
Yeah.
Who are you least comfortable with?
Against?
Yeah, in your path. like.
Definitely Emmy, but yeah, we're playing later to grind the matchup, both of us. Because the thing is, I don't have min matchup experience, but he doesn't have Mewtwo matchup experience either. So
Yeah, who does?
both of us will gain from it. We'll be better.
I have to say, I
afterwards.
think your mindset. That's one of the reasons I think you're gonna make it far, because I think you have the right
Absolutely.
mindset.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Thank you.
I like whenever I hear you talking about the game, it's like, yeah, that sounds right.
And hey, even if I go down to losers, bro, I'm gonna be a menace in losers,
Yeah, yeah.
bro. Except if Joven is there.
If you lose, you meet the winner of probably me and iLift.
I'm sorry if I do lose.
That would be awful.
Before you leave the mic, Anders, is there anyone you would like to shout out into that lovely camera one over there?
Shout out to Rotarion. Shout out to Fabs for coming out to Norway.
Yeah.
Just for commentary. That's so sick.
That's actually sick.
Yeah. And yeah, shout out to you guys for hosting the podcast. It's really fun to be here, and thank you for finally having me on.
It will never happen again, I promise.
What's this? Oh, okay.
It's a classic Norwegian one.
We're making this as awkward as
This is
possible.
what we do in Norway, okay?
Thank you for coming on, Anders, and good luck with the rest of your tournament.
Thank you.
Can't even see you.
Aw,
Another one?
How cute!
Another one.
How cute are we?
It's true.
Should we look into
Rub his
the
head.
pools now to just dabble a little bit into?
Yeah, sure. See how
Doesn't
it-
Boys, we're hosting a podcast.
What type of podcast, though?
I think we should look.
Can I ask a question?
Okay, you can ask a question.
Top 64. When does
Those-
best of 5? When does best of 5 start? Is it only top 8 or the entire
Top 24, I would guess.
Oh, best of 3? Oh, I got a better chance now.
Because
Let's
I don't
go.
want the best of 3, man. I want the best of 5.
I want best of 5s too.
Maybe Oppentrapp can confirm soon when the best of 5 starts, but I would assume it is top. It is top 8. Okay, best of 3s until top
Wow.
8.
Heavens.
Oh,
Top 32.
That's
So there will be
all
lots
right.
of best of
Okay,
5s.
so me and Tauti is not
top
best of 5.
32. That's not too
MM out here trolling.
bad. Yeah.
That's what.
Truly a
That's
chaos
the
agent.
Systemaisen monthlies, Tin. Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Miso Fighter is lame.
He said it's cool.
I did not hear what he said.
You said me Fighter is cool.
Yeah, Miss Voravi is cool.
He's
Dude, why am I sitting next to you, man?
I promise you,
what are
Seaman is
saying?
not held at gunpoint.
promise you, yeah.
Should we look into the pools? Because I think people will be interested in knowing who has advanced.
Yeah, absolutely.
So maybe you can just take a quick summary of pool A1 to start off with, Kisen.
Maybe we can get the pools on the screen as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
there we go.
there you go.
Hey, yo.
For me at least, these are surprises. I haven't seen how the pools have resulted, but looks like Lancelot has done his job here. The game count was 12-1. Who was the lucky one? It
Yeah.
was Sir Fresh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what's
Sir
so fresh?
Fresh, yeah.
So Fresh got Lancelot off of Crom,
Man,
and Lancelot had to counterpick over to Roy.
right.
And that is strong. That is Northern Norway at their best.
That is saying
Yeah,
something.
and that is that is like, even if it's just a game, I think that's like the best Northern Norway's ever done. Like getting a game off of Lancelot.
That is strong. That is
Very
something that you should be really proud of.
I mean, again, Sir Fresh, I just think he has so much potential.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy to see him finishing third in this pool.
Here's our man.
Oppentrapp.
Not last
Oi!
color. Color is worse than Oppentrapp.
Damn,
confirmed.
Oppentrapp actually better than Color.
Dude.
Insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dog ahead.
Other than that, the pool went mostly as projected, I think.
yeah, it did.
And everything went as projected, but there was a game taken of Lancelot by
Yeah.
Sir Fresh. Which
Yeah.
was really
Yeah,
Sir
uh,
Fresh.
Shout outs to him.
and,
And here-
that is so wild to think about as well, because Sir Fresh is considered number 3 in the Northern Norway community, because there's always been Arso and Tredkey always kind of coming ahead, but then Sir Fresh has appeared and just taken the Tromsø scene by storm, really. Like
Yeah.
he has upset Tredkey at multiple occasions. He is considered like the consistent top 3
Yes.
in the region. Beats Mellon consistently as maybe the best contestant for top 4, so definitely a force to be reckoned with, and I do believe Hugo got a taste of that in
Yeah.
the pool A1.
Gonna be interesting to see how he does tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, I have
hope-
faith in a deep losers run possible.
I
hope-
definitely do as well.
I hope they play more with each other as well.
Oh, we
to
got an
learn more.
upset.
Yeah,
We
here
did get upsets.
This is
This pool was
Interesting.
really weird.
wow.
It was
Pyrai.
This pool, from what I heard, it had like a 4-way
Like-
tie.
Yeah.
This should not be happening.
Yeah, so
So-
Pyrai was incredibly undefeated. He managed to upset both Canary, MM720, and Grodanbol.
Wow.
He's a Steve main from Finland. He started playing the game 6 months ago.
Whoa.
Right.
That was
6 months ago.
absolutely
That's
insane.
actually crazy.
Can we give it-
According
So,
to,
yeah.
I think it was Vato Finland that said that. He said that it was 6 months ago since Pyrai started to play the game, and that is wild.
And the most sad thing is, he upset Canary Bird, and who did he beat? He beat Canary Bird, MM, and he still didn't make it out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks. That really sucks.
Canary got
This
second.
was really the.
This just goes to show, like,
Yeah,
you
if
can
he didn't
discuss how
lose
to run a
that.
tournament, but like, if there's one argument against the round robin pools, I think Pyrai he literally just embodies that argument, because
for
you know
sure.
he did
Yeah.
insane, and because of factors outside of his control, how many games other people took, that's what kind of ended the deal for him. But other than that, we also had Canaribird upsetting Mysterio in that pool, meaning
Yeah.
Canaribird finishing second in the pool, while Mysterio starting a loser side.
I believe some people would hesitate to call that an upset
Exactly,
because
'cause-
Canary Bird is difficult to seed, you know.
Yes, and
Now-
Canaribird is
For A3, this is a mess. Look at this.
This
So
is
much green on the left side. Linesu upsetting Yaya Lilla.
Oh yeah.
And then
this
Shing
is weird.
upsetting Linesu. And then Rixo upsetting Shing.
Oh my god.
And then Bröbox getting both a game of Anbil and then suddenly also winning over Shing. What is going on in this pool?
Poor Shing, man.
This is one of the pools of all time.
Shing is angry. I mean, this pool
Shing
is
popping off here.
probably. I would call this a most stacked pool because Bröbox.
He's
He has
criminally underrated.
He has the upset factor for
Yeah.
sure. It's fair to seed him that way, but I would say he's the most difficult. What is he? Sixth seed of the tournament or in the bracket. He's
got
the
a game
most
off of
difficult.
Anbil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got a game
off
of
of
the
Anbil.
fifth seed of the
And
tournament.
he also
He plays
you don't-
Dr. Mario.
You
I
do
saw
not
that
take a game.
actually. That was pretty crazy.
You
He
do
also-
not take a
Yeah.
game off Anbil willy-nilly. You deserve that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he also took a game off of Linesu. Very impressive. He beat Ching. And then losing to Rixto for
And still
but
he
also
didn't.
took a game. He was constantly taking games. But yet he finished 5th. What a pool.
Yeah, that
But
was.
Anbil was able to throw in the pool, dropping one game.
Yeah, and
So,
of course, Yaya Lilla getting upset by Linesu, as mentioned. Still managed to clutch onto the second place, getting the place in the upper bracket for top 64.
Yeah.
If you would move on to A4, this is Alex Torg.
And here we
Wow.
have
The best,
Sweden.
best set of the day.
Sweden
This
got
guy,
torged.
this
They got
guy.
Torg.
not on stream
They got
now.
the feel of the ultimate gatekeeper, Alex Torg.
Yeah.
If Sweden has Jovin, we level it up with Alex Torg.
Yeah, the targeting
sure.
is real.
The
I don't
targeting,
know.
sure.
For
what
real,
to
man,
tell
for
you.
real. And just like Alex Torg has been like, oh yeah, let me just casually take 14 stocks in the crew battle, and then I'll just obliterate my pool, beating Firefray, who's like top 8 seed here. I'll just casually, I'm just coming. This is my second time out of Oslo, so
Yeah.
don't expect too much,
Should we predict the placement for Alex Torg in the bracket?
No. Let's not do that. We will jinx him.
I'm just saying,
We will not. We
top 16.
maybe shouldn't jinx it though.
Top 16. Wow.
Yeah, I'm thinking top 16.
Wow.
I believe it's very doable.
Yeah.
This
I
was your
believe,
pool
like-
as well, JoVo.
Yeah, this is my
You
pool, and yeah, I managed to get a 5th place. It was, as I mentioned, really strong pool. Struggled against Syro. I hate the Cloud matchup. Just to mention that Cloud versus Aegis is so rough because the out of shield options that Cloud have kind of just neglects everything that Aegis tries to do on the shield.
Yeah.
That's really rough. So I always struggle with Cloud, but I managed to do quite well against, especially early. I felt like I played solid that game. Apart from
One placing away from moving on to top 64 is not bad at all.
that's what I mean. The pool is stacked.
65th at a 129-man tournament. That's pretty good.
I'll take it. That's
Yeah.
my best placement ever.
That's actually just like
No, respectable.
this is not meant in a bad way. That's actually just like mid and
Yeah.
wait, no.
But that's the best
Yeah.
I've ever been called.
JoVo
Yeah.
is mid. Thank you. Oh
Let's
my
go.
JoVo.
Alright, and
This
the-
is actually the
You're
first
mid.
pool that actually went as projected.
all right. Next pool.
Let's,
God. Oh my God! What?
Let's dig deep into this. Minimo went
Is it all
undefeated.
0-2? No, there. Okay, I was looking. I thought it was all 2-0, but there's a few games taken here
Okay,
at least.
so the bracket, did the bracket just, okay, it went exactly as planned.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
That's good. So
there's pool to
Johnny
do
G
so.
beat Dean Hoff on a DQ.
Yeah.
Insane, bro.
Didn't
Johnny
show up.
G
That
popping
ga-
off.
that
Shout out
game three,
Örebro.
Örebro.
That game 3 though.
Went game 3
Alright,
against the DQ.
this is my pool.
A6.
Here I am.
Okay, this is an interesting pool.
Yeah. Okay. So we
I
have
think Kisen
Melee
can talk
Megron,
about
the
that
Mario
one.
main from Denmark, kind of
Correct, by the way.
tearing through the entire pool, of course, as your first seed. I lift getting upset by Hilmir.
Really? I didn't catch that. Okay.
That's like typical Alex though. You beat like everyone and then they just got upset by like the 7th seed. It's just like happened at Sjö. He lost to Bröbox and beat everyone else in his
Yeah,
pool.
Yeah.
that is kind of an island thing.
It
It
happens.
happened in the Finnish tournament too. It just lost to some
Right.
Rob, and
But Hilmir, force of his own, he is actually a Rosalina from Iceland.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's...
Finland?
yeah.
No,
Iceland. Sorry.
Wait,
sorry,
did
Iceland.
he
No,
move on?
no, he's Finnish. You
No,
said
no,
Iceland.
he
Hilmir is
didn't.
from Iceland.
He's
Hilmir is
Iceland.
from
Okay,
Iceland,
okay.
yes.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a
My
very
bad.
good W for Iceland.
Yeah, It really is.
For sure. Yeah.
Goes to show that Iceland has some.
Did
They got
he come
hands.
s-
I will get to some Icelandic potential soon.
Did
So-
Hilary
Yeah.
come through?
Not yet, but in 2 pools, I think.
We'll get back to that. We'll definitely get back
I have
to
some
that.
Icelandic potential. I got my Iceland
It's not
Icelandic player.
Solar's pool, is it?
No, I got my Iceland Icelandic player. Okay, just
All
saying.
right, and this one too.
All right, here we have it.
Speaking of it,
Yes, here we have it. So I have to say this. Dr. Bustdown, this guy,
Doctor Bust Out.
Dr. Bustdown, he's gonna be something. I'm telling you, he's so good. He started like not long ago, and he's just really good. He took a game off of Mr. Arska, he took a game off of Bollefar, and he beat like Awesome B 2-0. Awesome B also has some good runs. Awesome B beat like Bollefar and went last hit with Rick Rack. But Dr. Bustdown just 2-0'd her.
Yeah, and
So-
he moved on.
Yeah,
And-
and Dr. Bustdown moves on to top 64. I think he's got so much potential. I played
Yeah.
a couple of friendlies with him. I beat him so hard the first 2 games. He proceeds to beat me the next 3 games in a row. I'm barely able to clutch out the 6th game, and then we gotta go. But I have to play him because right now we're 3-3. We gotta break that tiebreaker.
I'm really shocked to see Bolifar going out at the 5th place.
Me too, absolutely.
Who does
Yeah.
Mr. Busdown play?
He plays
Steve.
Steve.
Dr. Bustdown.
Of course he does.
Of course. Give him the
Of
proper
course.
title.
He's not just
Sure.
a mister. He's got that PhD. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it Ton that's is he the first one to have
Ton did-
taken
yeah.
12-0?
No,
Ton-
minimal.
Yeah,
Okay,
Ton
yeah.
just
Minimal as
destroyed
well,
that
yeah,
pool.
yeah,
Ton did not face
Yeah,
a challenge.
Ton, super consistent guy.
But yeah,
Yeah.
apart from that, Rick Rack finishing 3rd, beating Bollefar, and
Yeah,
not
Rick
losing to
Rack.
anyone except
Oh,
the
look
top
at this.
250.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is content creator Whoopi, just to mention. He didn't play
Samus
Sephiroth.
main.
Okay.
He
Okay.
played
played
Samus
Samus,
and
right?
Cloud.
Yeah,
I think he
yeah.
played Cloud against Bambi.
He
I
played
heard Samus. I heard
game-
Samus.
No, okay, so he played Samus game 1 and Cloud game 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cloud. I've never even seen the Whoopi Cloud.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
that's
reason
not
why you
real.
don't see it.
He is lying.
And then Kabul is showing up here.
Yeah, but then
Kaber beating Bambi.
also Lil Crip beating Kabar.
But,
wow, I didn't see
Kabir
that.
beat Bambi, but still drowned.
Wait, Hobbit is 5th.
What?
Kabar didn't advance to top 64.
no.
But shout out Lil Crip,
Oh
who makes his first advancement at a big tournament. That's huge. Yoshi-
Kaber Juvo equally good
What
confirmed.
is happening to Rogaland?
Yeah, you guys saw this.
I think I heard
Same
this
skill.
saying from Mo once. I think it's what's he call it? I hear it.
Victory?
Dogaland?
Oh,
Ah,
oh, none of the podcast. I thought we were
Hey
cool.
guys, what about Vital?
He did well.
he did well. Yeah, he moved on.
I
Oh
mean,
my God, there's me.
I'm-
Move on.
I'm
Change the scene.
This is so sad though because we switched. We're
Okay,
switching fast
we-
over here, man.
We are on to wave B now, and as we can
Yeah.
see, there is a green on the left side for Tilon, beating Voravi. We mentioned this. This Terry main is undefeated.
He is. He should have been above me.
Are you okay, August?
No.
Are you okay?
I mean, this is to be fair, this is like the second most difficult pool to make it out in winners.
Copium.
Cause no, it's literally by seeding the second most difficult
I'm just joking.
pool. So I'm not ashamed. Okay.
Is he?
Tilon and Spixape are not bad
the cope
losses.
is phenomenal.
Hey yo, let's
I
go
have practiced my
Spooky
cope for a
Frog.
while
Yeah,
now.
Spooky Frog getting out in the
grass
4th
ties.
place.
Let's go Spooky.
Another upset here as well. That was actually on stream right here.
Yeah, Gröten played really well.
yeah,
That's
Yeah,
it.
he really did though. He really
Yeah,
He did.
It's nice that they streamed that one. And
Yeah,
not
yeah, I
Miss
mean-
Oxy.
And not Alex Toigpfeiffer.
Yeah,
Mm.
All right,
good
moving on
thing.
here.
Okay.
Okay,
so-
look at this.
Here we have
Oh my
Miss
God.
Roxy. He has. What? He got a victory in the UK.
He's
didn't
been
he?
Lancelot in the UK. and
He's
beat
been
Hope.
Lancelot, and now
What?
he beat Hope.
Yeah.
Bro, Lancelot is top 20 in Europe, and Hope is top 70 in Europe. So I mean,
the Sox is like top 19, man. Like
yeah, easily.
Does that mean
There is an
Nizoxy is
argument
top
for it.
19, yo?
he's like 19 or 69.
Nizoxy is top 145 in the world, yo.
Other than that, it went kind of as predicted. Grima-sama dropping a set to Kisa Serio.
Let's go Kisa.
Good
Yeah.
dog, Kisa.
Kisa Serio also stepping up.
Booyah Shout out to Booyah Doc.
He's on the background of Spargo's phone for a while. The Booyah Doc was on Spargo's home background on his
Was
phone.
it?
So it said Kisa Serio on Spargo's phone, apparently.
No way!
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
insane.
Yeah.
So as we can see, Nizoxy is advancing as the first seed from this pool, with Hope at the second, and Varvik and What the Finland.
Again, very unfortunate for Grima-sama though, because she took games from Vavik and What the Finland and Kisi
Yeah.
But that's the thing with like with round robins. No,
that's the
Oh.
Aegis life, Grima.
Do you know what Blackrenown always says?
What?
Oh,
The Blackrenown.
I mean, I have to say, What the Finland is a very skilled player as well.
Yeah.
I think he can make
I
losers run.
believe he uses a Smashbox.
He
as
uses
well.
Smashbox
for
and plays Pikachu.
It's a strange
Crazy.
combination, but it's pretty good. I think.
B3 guys. Oh my god, B3.
Yeah. Okay. So we're getting.
Emmy.
Max just straight up.
Woo,
Hey, yo,
Soulja
Soldier Boy did it. We were talking
Yeah.
about this earlier.
He upsetted Itchy.
Yeah, that was really close. It was one. It was minus. It was the -1 in games for Ichi that edged Soldier Boy to progress.
Oh, okay.
And Lunner, Emmy, yeah, things were
Very
otherwise
consistent.
going as they should have been going as
Nish,
proceeding. Yeah.
Nish getting the upset on Muskus, the Pokemon trainer main from Northern
yeah.
Norway.
Yeah.
Good job, Nish.
That was
traveling in
actually
from
on
Japan.
stream as well. This,
Yeah, that was
this
on stream.
matchup. So,
Oh, Moskus plays Pokemon Trainer?
Yeah, I
Yo,
think
I
he's
should
dropped
coach
DK.
him.
and then
Wait,
Nish
who?
played the
I should
Green
coach him.
Who?
Muskus is Skogen.
No.
Moskus in
maybe
the
the
forest.
coolest.
Mosk in the forest.
Yeah, Muskus.
If you need
mentioned-
Mosk,
TT
that's
tips,
something
you
else.
can ask
Musk.
me.
You said Mosk in the
I play
forest. That's
Pokemon
something
Trainer.
completely-
Mosk.
What is it? What is it?
That's like a Muslim church, you know, moskea.
Oh,
A mouse in the forest.
There's a reason why we usually do this podcast
Shout
in
out
Norwegian.
to
Yeah.
religion.
Shout out to religion.
all right. Oh,
Blackrenown
my
got a cross
Christ.
on his
Oh
chest
my
right now.
God! What's
Okay,
happening here?
Help, help.
We were talking so nicely about Iceland. What happened?
And then Penguin too.
Victorious.
Really showing
Poor
up
guy.
here.
Penguin, is Penguin moving on?
Yes.
He is.
Let's go,
Penguin!
Penguin!
Let's
Oslo,
go!
Oslo, best region
Insane.
in Scandinavia.
I feel so sorry for Solar
Denmark
here.
taking this W.
Yeah, Solar.
Yeah, Denmark got to hold that W, you know?
Who's victorious?
Instead of focusing on Solar, let's
Victorious
talk about
is Luigi, man.
Radagast.
Huh?
Victorious is a Luigi main. Yes, let's talk about Radagast. He beat #1 in Iceland.
Yeah.
And he's not ranked in Trondheim.
And Trondheim is
that
dog
bad?
as we all know.
Criminal, for sure.
I hope Iceland heard that.
Yeah, I mean, don't. Iceland.
We love Iceland, but
We love
still,
Iceland.
Radagast, he's a prodigy, of course. 15 years old.
I also want to
With
just
that
Victorious,
beard.
like Victorious really showed up, right? I did not expect him to do that well. I
I
mean,
wonder how he
he
did
beat
it.
Kire 42-2-1. That's really impressive.
Yeah.
The thing is, I remember playing him online when he was like an Incineroar main who was mashing down B out of disadvantage all the time.
Oh.
Yeah, I wonder what his secret is.
Oh.
This
No,
is unfortunate.
Press
next
F in the
pool,
chat,
next pool,
people.
next pool, next
Press
pool.
F in the chat.
I
Next
hope
pool.
if you're in the
You
chat,
had such a good pool. What happened?
we love you, we
Ass,
miss
bro.
you, and we hope you're feeling better.
Fjärde.
Uh,
I do not. We hope you feel
Oh
better.
my
Mike.
God.
Feel worse.
what?
Huh?
Jeg predikter at du blir første sist.
Okay, so apart from that, we have the notorious Drolo win over Simnil. Of course, which would never happen, but did happen.
Took him a time though.
Drolo also winning over Truls, which is a strong victory. Rob against Inkling, I assume that is a pretty nice.
It's
Drolo
the-
and
it's
Pools,
the worst
Drolo and
Inkling
Pools goes
matchup.
hard.
Yeah.
Drolo and Pools goes hard. Said, put me in a main bracket. Okay. I'll
Just to
play.
remind everyone, he
You're
also
still in
beat-
bracket. You're still in bracket.
Yeah,
he's
you're still in
also
it.
he was one of total of 3 players that beat Whoopi at the Smashborg Summer Seasonal. It was him, Yavin, and Ton.
Very notable, yeah.
Of course, it's Joven.
Ton, of
on
course,
here.
showing up when
Oh,
he has
this
his
one,
name.
yeah, it kind of went, except the third one.
Raikoss, I was so scared when I first come. I see Raikoss last game won to Sloborobo. My goat, by the way. I love you, Sloborobo.
Sloborob.
Sloborob. I thought it was Sloborobo.
Okay, so
Dropping game 1 to Sloborob. I was like, what is going on?
is
Raven's
Debbie
struggling,
fourth?
though.
Yeah,
Who's Raven?
Debbie.
Pretty sick tag though. Not
Yeah,
gonna-
I mean, okay, I played Gulag Manager in Cruise yesterday. He's not a bad Shulk.
No, no, no.
He's really solid, and considering he was the bottom seed for this pool, it looks really, really stacked.
It
Who did he
is.
take a game off?
We
He
have
took a
the
game off of
goat,
third
by
seed.
the way, in this one.
He,
Aslak.
Aslak, the goat.
goats.
Yeah,
The goat.
Yeah, of course.
sure.
I love Aslak's Twitter, bro.
it's
Yeah.
the best Twitter.
The best
It-
Twitter in any form.
No
of
one should
anything.
ever get hit by Electric Wing Godfist.
Yeah, it's.
But we say that, but he won against the Raven, who is a Kasia from Iceland.
Did Aslak beat
Terry
2 players?
Kasia.
Hold on, just let him cook.
Oh,
let him
let's
cook.
go.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Nice.
Let's go. Okay. I think he might be onto something. I'm
Maybe,
just saying.
maybe
Putting
Bouncer
a
beats
slur
him.
for you,
Maybe
never know.
Bouncer
Oh
beats
my
him.
god, there is so much red on the wrong sides here.
Yavin dropping set to Ayapo. Ayapo dropping set to Aso. Aso dropping set to Yavin.
My head is
One
dizzy.
of those 3 people had to go to losers despite only dropping a single
And
set.
one
Let's
of
scroll
those
down.
is.
Yavin.
Yavin.
And in Norwegian in his path, just instantly like.
But here's the thing. Yavin doesn't have a Norwegian in solution round 1. And
Who is this round one?
his kryptonite is people who aren't Norwegian.
Yeah.
Wait, who's he
I
fighting?
think it's Dr. Bestdown he's meeting in loser round 1.
Wow.
Oh, Steve versus Steve? No.
No.
What?
Jovin
Steve
is
Gunner.
Gunner.
Yeah, I'm
Steve
dumb. I'm
versus
dumb.
Gunner.
Don't worry,
think
I
about
haven't
me.
Shout out to Luke, by the way, progressing to top 64.
Let's go, Mirkheim.
Mirkheim Esports.
Mirkheim.
Shout out
Sluk
to
not
Mirkheim.
Sluk taking games of both Ayapo and Yavin.
Yeah, that's-
very much
that's
an up and
strong.
but people who aren't from Norway may not have heard of Sluk, but he really is up and coming.
He is.
Okay.
He's
Sluk also. How do
Go
you
to
translate
tag.
Sluk to English?
Swallow.
Yeah, but it's no, it's not suck. It's more like swallow.
I would
probably.
say swallow. dude.
Swallow.
Yeah, it's like swallow.
Swallow aggressively.
And we have this. Yeah, I won't say what the saying is.
Aggressively. Yeah.
Okay.
Aggressively
We're
swallow.
into the last pool, featuring our very own Blackrenown, of course.
Hollow.
JoVo went hard. Can we just talk about this? Upsetting Blackrenown, upsetting high GPS.
Getting upset by
Wow.
3.
I think I lost
Yeah.
to a tree. Like what the? How do you?
That reminds me of the time on commentary, like last hit grand finals one time. H-Box immediately just shouts out, because it's Dreamland, he just shouts out, a tree!
Yeah, I remember
What
that.
the fuck is that?
I remember that.
I mean-
We'll put it on screen for you right now.
Hey,
Blackrenown also clutching out the win against Marwin, which if he didn't win that, he might have gone to losers.
Yeah.
Even if he wasn't first seed here, he's still in winners, and if he lost, he might have been in
And
losers.
Joel,
and he
even
would
though
have
he
been in
beat
winners instead.
Blackrenown, due to the tree loss, he's still finishing in loser side.
So it's good that it's a blessing in disguise, since if I won, I would have played against Canary instead of Taudi, and Yola might have not made it.
But do you prefer to play mixtape?
I don't want to play Norwegian and Falco because Falco is nasty.
Yeah,
You
true.
don't want to play Norwegian? What?
I don't want to play
what did that
versus
mean?
Norwegian.
Should we move on to
Oh.
look at
Alright.
what
Now
top
we have
64
top
looks like?
64.
I'm
I
really
want
excited for
to
this one.
We gotta
I want to
take
mention give a shout out to Marwin first, who is one of the out of region players who have really overperformed, or not really overperformed, but who have performed very well.
To be
right?
fair, I'm
No, don't scroll down, don't
16th
scroll down.
seed, he's 17th seed.
Yeah, it's
So
Yeah.
I get the 17th seed and he gets 16th.
Yeah, it's not much of a difference, but still, he has performed very well.
start with-
Yeah,
a lot of Swedish players
he-
have
he
been
only-
upsetted.
He only dropped.
And he wasn't.
There's so much
James, and
chaos
that
on the
was
mic
too
now.
losing to me.
Yeah, I mean, I got interrupted, so.
It's
Okay.
a conversation.
All right, man. Lancelot meeting Shotos here in this tournament. He met Splarfy in the pool, so
Lancelot
now
having a good
I was supposed to
Terry.
meet Lancelot.
And you know what's really funny about this? Lancelot was in a pool with like 3-4 Roys. He's facing Tilon, who used to play Roy before. So
Oh, really?
if
Oh, he
Terry
knows.
doesn't work out, he might pull out the Roy.
Yeah.
I got my money on Lancelot for that one, though.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
I
But
think that's a
Tilon, you know,
given.
he's a good player. He might show up. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah.
Marvin versus Canary Bird, which will be another fascinating matchup. Of course, Canary kind of on the grind here. Always been a highly ranked player in the Norwegian community, dating back to Smash 4.
Yeah.
Highly
Um,
respected, too. Because
yeah.
no matter where he ranks, everyone knows, yeah, he's probably better than me.
Yeah, like, and there's been
Sure.
a saying that if Canary grind, he will be number 1 in Norway.
Probably, yeah.
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 Wouldn't shock me.
Sun versus Whoopi, Joker versus I don't know. Because Whoopi doesn't know what he wants to play before he
Whoopi
gets...
doesn't really care
I
what he
feel like
plays.
Sun takes this.
Yeah.
Just because we're seeing content creator Whoopi.
Like,
Yeah.
If we were seeing like tryhard Whoopi, we probably would. Whoopi probably would.
agree.
Whoopi's paid primarily for the after party. He's gonna be
Yeah.
the king of that.
going to
Exactly.
the after party.
Minimal 5 Frey. That's an interesting one. I think both
Wolf
players are
versus
good,
Joker.
but I heard they were playing friendlies yesterday, and I heard it was pretty back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one can definitely go both ways.
I would favor minimal though.
It's
Yeah, me too.
crazy that match is happening in round 1.
Yeah, and it's all because Pfeiffer got upset by Alex Torg.
And not only
Yeah,
that, but there
the
will
targeting.
probably, if it goes as projected, be a Joker Ditto. If Pfeiffer gets the upset against minimal, it might be Pfeiffer Sun.
Yeah.
that might happen.
Denmark or Sweden?
My money is on Zax for that one. They have played before at Midgard, and
Yeah.
the Zaxi took
I
it pretty
think-
fairly.
I'm gonna bet 1,000 kroner on the Soxe.
Not live on the podcast.
You just bet with everyone
we
in
do
chat.
not, we
That's
do
a lot
not
of money.
condone gambling.
Guys, I don't.
Yes, we do.
I
Yes, we do.
forgot and I joke.
All right, the Zoxy
You
tools.
forgot.
I also got my money on the Zoxy, to be honest.
Ton versus Iopo. That will be very interesting because Ton has lost to Robs before.
Honestly, my money's on Ayapa.
My money's on Ton because I believe in my boy.
I mean, Tan definitely. I would say Tan is a better player,
yeah.
but I think Ayapo having the upset factor here.
I think if you
No,
say
I was raising my hand. I had got money on Iupo since Iupo, he you also tried to pick up Palu, and he has a bad history against Rob, so you know.
Yeah,
And
that's
Aopo
true.
is better than the people he
I'm
has
just gonna
lost to.
say, if Taunt plays tomorrow like he played today, I easily got my money on Taunt. 'Cause
Yeah.
he was
Oh,
playing
yeah.
insane
He's
today.
playing out of his
Tan in
mind.
shape is
Yeah, Taunt was
so
playing
good.
fantastic.
You
So
push your steps though.
I got
And you
my
know-
money on Taunt.
You know, the thing is, Tan rarely performs super well out of country, but we're not out of country.
Exactly.
We're
So,
in country.
What?
Oh, we're back on us. Hello.
Yeah, we're
well.
just a quick reminder how we look. Make sure to also follow us on the various social media platforms. We're on SoundCloud and we're on YouTube if you want to follow along, and also on Twitter where we will be posting more regularly updates about the podcast and whatever is happening. What are you guys doing?
We were just providing background.
Vibing.
Oppentrapp, will you give us back the screen, please? Thank you so much. Anbil versus
The
Emmy.
exchange.
We had Anbil talking about this here on the podcast. This is going to be an interesting one. It is number 6 in Denmark versus number 1 or 2 in Norway.
Yeah.
Min versus Mewtwo.
They
as
also
you
money
mentioned.
matched
I want to mention. Yeah, they
yesterday.
money matched.
Yeah, and Emmy won. But it was
3-2,
really close. It
3-2.
was game 5, last talk, last hit, but Emmy won.
Imagine if Anbil drops down to losers
Yeah.
in winners
It
round.
That would be
It is a-
insane. And the thing
It
is,
is an
huge, yeah.
extremely
huge hit in
scary
Norway.
matchup for Mewtwo since the character like Min just invalidates Shadow Ball.
Yeah.
It just beats it out. Like the moves beat out Shadow Ball, and he can die to like 70 from the Wrecking Ball.
the
That's
next
wild.
set is the battle of the eyes. You have eye refuse and eye lift.
Yeah.
The smart products.
Both marketed by Apple.
Who's gonna keep their eye?
Yeah, one has to remove their eye.
One eye has to go.
An eye
Then
for an
they have
eye.
to start wearing eye patches afterwards.
Nah, my money's on Irefuse here.
Yeah, same.
My money.
Yeah,
I
is-
love Sean. I lift.
I know we're going to say
but,
eye
I feel
eye
like
lift.
I
The
feel like
thing
he's gonna
is,
struggle against
he
Steve.
plays good characters for Steve, so I think.
Yeah.
So I think if he like
But does he know
try
the
hard,
matchup?
Yeah, CSS
if
isn't
he
bad.
might-
Does he know the matchup?
but
I
like
believe
he'll
I
take
He,
it.
he has played with Whoopi, who plays a lot of Steve in his spare time.
But has Whoopi
guess.
played
Okay.
Steve against him?
Not in bracket, but I do believe they played a
To be
lot
fair,
of
the
friendlies.
good thing is there's 2 Steves here, so the thing is the people are gonna meet the different Steves are gonna practice with the different Steves.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And yeah, next set is
BG Tao.
Tao, Balls Gaming Tao versus Blackrenown. I think this is going to be a clean 2-0 for BG Tao.
Yeah, I got
uh,
Schmick's
probably,
here.
probably the easiest set in the round 1 of winners.
Nah, but
Hey,
on a real, I do think Schmick's will take this one.
But I do think Blackrenown will put up a fight.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think this is a toss-up, 50-50.
And if you beat him, you get his seed, right? So
Dude, I actually think that would be amazing. I want to play Bambi. I'm really confident, and then
Yeah.
the next one I'm really confident. So
I-
BG Tao is the scariest one in
Yeah.
that phase.
I do think if you beat BG Tao, you might get top 8.
But the
I
thing
will
is,
get of it.
the next matchup is so obscure. Wii Fit versus Luigi.
Low key.
Wow.
Victorious has been looking so dominant.
Wait, who does he play?
He plays Luigi.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna say I think Victorious might go on some insane run.
Nah, I got Bambi for this
I
one.
got Bambi.
Bambi for IMO.
I've
Alex-
never seen Victorious play, so I don't know how he plays.
Alex
Oh, we
Torg,
got the Chaos
Alex
Ditto.
Torg Pyro?
yeah, I think this is probably the worst matchup that Alex Torg could have gotten this early
Yeah,
in the
that's so
bracket.
unfortunate. They are
But-
both the
worst one?
same player in
This
different
is
paths.
the one time where I will kind of go against my gut for a bit, because Pudum is winning against Alex Torg, but Alex Torg has been on a tear for this entire tournament. I
Did
do
you see
believe,
what he did to Pfeiffer, you know.
yeah, I do believe this will be a 2-0 for Alex Torg.
I think
I'm gonna be
2-1
honest.
for Alex Torg.
I think the thing is like, you know, Pyram, he's seen Alex Torg before. He knows what a Torganin can do to you. So
Yeah.
he's like prepared for it.
He's
And
very
But he's
fair.
also
Yeah,
prepared for the
but
chaos
is
tactics.
Pyram the type of player to adapt quickly?
I think Pyram is going to take
But
it. But
I-
I have faith in Alex Torg.
But Alex has
honestly,
seen the chaos tactics.
I
honestly,
think
I want Alex Torg to go on a run.
He will see with Sephiroth though.
Pyram 6 months
he going
ago
Sephiroth?
would win. I think Pyram now, not in his best shape. I think Alex Torg takes it.
Although the next one is so hilarious. Drolo finishing first in his pool has to fight Hope.
No,
What the-
That is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Oh,
I think
Yeah,
dear God.
I think 2-0 Hope here.
Truls
Yeah,
should thank
that's-
the
that's a
gods
2-0 for
that
Hope,
he
I'm
finished second
sorry.
in this pool.
I mean, he did beat Whoopi, but
He's not taking that one.
he's not
Big
taking it.
Chungus, Barfi. I got big chungus on that one.
I
Uh,
do,
yeah,
but I
they
do
say
believe it will be
terrible
2-1.
Mr. R is
Uh,
gonna also, I think also.
Splarfy lost to Bust Down. So.
Also, Mr. Arska, I'm gonna say also.
I think
Also-
also.
Also.
Also
This is
clean
like
to
Also
go.
Acidity,
played
correct?
so
Yeah.
well today.
Yeah.
Clean
did.
2-0 from Asu.
Yeah, I think so too,
Max,
actually.
Yaya Lila.
How's the Lucina
Max
Falcon?
takes it.
I think
Falcon
Max
matchup?
is going to take that one.
Yeah,
Melly
Lila,
versus Raikoss, that can be scary.
yeah, Lila is a very consistent player as far as I can tell. He's not really the upset type of player.
I'm gonna say I think Raikoss actually is going to beat Melly.
Oh, that's a
Wow,
controversial
this
one.
is a really fun set though.
Yeah, that's the one. That one has to be on stream. Please don't
That
make like.
sounds so...
Please don't put
Losers
Really?
Ramon
Lil
on
Crip
stream.
Jolot on stream. No.
What do you mean? Put Lil Crip on stream, damn it.
Guys, put
Oh,
winners
Raikoss
on
is here.
stream, please.
Can we take Raikoss up?
Should we take Raikoss up?
Raikoss, come
Raikoss,
here.
come here.
He has nothing to talk about except losing game one to
Raikoss.
Slobodov.
No, we can talk about just
Can I
very
sh-
shortly.
Can I stretch my legs?
Hey yo!
Wait, can
Hey!
you
Do the gritty, do the
gritty?
Do the gritty. There.
He's a confused bunny. Daniel, come up on
This is
stage.
the timeline that we're in, really.
By the way, guys,
Now we can go,
he
no, I
is
think.
27, by the way. Imagine he's 27.
How you doing?
I think if we do bring Raikoss up here, we have to talk
If we do.
talk a little bit about. Yeah. Since we do bring you up here, we have to talk a little bit about your performances outside of before Smashborg as well, because you went on a tear at Midgard and you started off the season with a victory against Anbil. How's your form?
I'm very hungover right now. But last time I was also pretty hungover, so great things may be in store for me. I believe.
You believe, but do you feel confident against Mario?
No.
No.
You look like a ruined man right now. Have you slept anything tonight?
Yes.
A little.
Yes.
You had to think about it. You had to think about it.
Not too much.
I bet it
How
didn't
much apple
wake up
juice
and
is-
You just
say
gotta
what
catch
though.
this jump, man.
How much apple juice?
So true.
Every time.
Much apple juice.
Much apple juice.
Much apple juice. That's
Yeah.
always the key. How much work do you feel like you have to do in between sets to adapt with a character like Puff? For many of these characters, like you're facing Mario. Do you know kind of the game plan that you want to go into compared to like other characters you might meet?
No. I usually.
That's honest. I like
usually
it.
play pretty like I take things on the fly. So I usually don't go in with a mindset. Oh, I just need to do this. I need to follow this plan, flowchart. I usually just play and see how that works.
Makes it hard to predict what you're going to do as well. So.
True. I may do some weird things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
I feel
losing
like
game one.
you and Melee are pretty similar type players. Very advantage heavy. Like I've seen Melee play, and he's like he has good neutral for sure. But when he gets that advantage, he gets so much out of it.
But Mario
so do you.
advantage against Puff, is that good? Is that any good?
That's what I'm kind of wondering. I
Nail?
think it is because
No,
the downer
Mario, that's what-
finishers
that's why-
will kill super early.
Yeah, but I feel like, are you really gonna get the downer finishes from
Right.
2 combos?
You
I
gotta
think
ban
so.
triplets.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Go
then you can get
FD.
the downer finishes.
Ah.
But yeah, I feel like I got my money on Raikoss taking that one. Especially
Really?
if he's not going over tomorrow as well.
I will be cheering my heart out and my lungs out and my brains out for Raikoss, but I do
And I will sacrifice my liver as
believe
well.
that Melee will take
But
it.
honestly,
should
I
take care
hope
of
I
his.
hope Melly takes it because I want to have a good time with Raikoss today.
Well, that's winners.
I think you will anyway, Sim. Don't
But
worry about
I do believe Melee will take it though.
Simon?
it. Same.
Yes.
Good to know that you're confident. You have 15 minutes of fame to shout out whoever you want, Raikoss.
15 minutes of shame. I want to shout out to. No, I
Know
will
it.
do no shout.
To know it, of course.
Ah, yes, you know it.
You know it.
He did not know it though.
One of the few like traditional corporates who's actually been dabbling into the esports scene and signing a Smash player, which I really do respect.
Can
so.
I sign me?
No.
Get a job, and then you can get signed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just need to get a bachelor's degree in IT.
You have great things in store for you, my friend.
I
No, he
don't-
doesn't.
don't know.
Let him think.
It
You've
literally,
seen
I
his
literally
apartment, he
don't. What do I have in store? Nothing.
A job in a
Damn.
store.
This was getting depressing. Okay, I believe in you, Blackrenown. I believe in you. You got this.
I
okay?
believe in you, Blackrenown, and I do believe in you too, Raikoss. You've
Thank
played on
you,
your A
JoVo.
game for the last half a year, so
Thank
I
you,
do
Papa.
believe you can perform wonders. And I wish you the best of luck against Melee Megron tomorrow because you're gonna need it.
I will. I'll see what what I'll do.
No, I want your hand. I don't want the microphone. Give me your hand.
We do the weird handshake kind of thing.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you for coming
the
on,
double.
Raikoss.
I got a finger. I got a finger.
Lovely guy, of course, and best puff in Norway. Check out his pinned video on Twitter. It's the best thing you'll ever see. We can move on to the loser side of the
Finally,
bracket
now
now.
Raikoss is gone.
Oh.
Simnil versus
Simnil.
Vavik. As you mentioned, you have
You guys think?
Vavik before.
I won't judge.
But-
You will get absolutely blasted. No, I think you will win.
Blastered?
2-1, last stock, last hit.
Blastered.
You will F-smash him, last stock.
My prediction, I'm sorry Simnil, but gutta kjøre.
For my prediction, I think from the previous records you have beaten him before. But I do think Vavik definitely been leveling up, playing really hard this tournament. So I think Vavik will take it 2-1.
Yeah, I would assume the same. Lil Crip versus Jolard. Assuming that Jolard keeps up the form that he has had today, this would be a 2-0 victory, I
I
do
do
believe.
believe
But
Jolard will
I
take this
want
one
Crip
pretty
to do well. I really want Crip to
Yolot is going
outperform.
to win, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I also think so.
Yeah, I think Jolard is winning, but I do have hopes
The
for...
way Yolot has been
Crip.
playing recently in general, he's no longer dog a lot. He's actually been getting like some results, you know?
Yeah, but the thing is, he has a little bit of dog in him.
True.
In the
He got that dog in him, bro. He got that
in
dog in
the
him.
worst way.
Here's an interesting one. Zyro versus Kira42. And the
Kira 42's
reas-
got it.
The reason why I say this is interesting is because
Cloud.
Cloud, because he's a Swordy, Yoshi struggles with Swordies. And this could be a set that Zyro can upset Kira42, and Kira42 can exit in like 64th.
Cyro is a dark horse. He
I
can definitely
think
upset a lot
Yeah.
of people, and Kira
might
definitely not
win,
in
but
the clear.
Cyro might win. I think it's going to be like 2-1, really close.
I
I think it's
I
close.
think Zyro is really good, but I think Kira is way better, so I think Kira is going to take it.
Oh my god, way better.
I'm kind of on that train. I wouldn't say he's way better, but I would say that Kira is going to.
You know what? Yeah, I agree. I would say 2-1 to Kira.
Yeah, I'm saying
think
2-0 to
2-1,
Kira.
really close. Who's Spooky Frog in Vito?
This
Frog,
is a
Spooky Frog,
less.
got it, bro.
Vito got it, you know.
Spooky Frog.
I would
got it, bro.
assume that for the Bowser
Bowser
matchup,
pass.
Beetle would go Link.
I'm team.
Nah.
I'm team Vito.
It's
gotta
an even match.
You gotta remember that down tilt from Bowser really fucks up Fox's side.
F-tilt?
B.
And F-tilt.
F-tilt.
Yeah, I
Doing the
mean,
Joel at F1.
And
but advantage.
historically against Nordic Arrow, Beetle has gone Link.
That's
He's probably
strange
gonna
because
go
the
Link.
matchup is supposed to
He's
be even.
probably
as
gonna
far
go
as I
Link.
know.
He's probably gonna go Link.
Yeah,
Okay, but
I
if he
think he's
does,
going
if he
for Link.
does, then
He's
I
go-
think Spookfrog takes it.
I do believe in Beetle.
I think
to,
Spooky
you
Frog
know.
takes it anyway, okay? Because I'm a Spooky Frog believer. He's always does well against players who are not from the Eastern Norway.
I'm team Vito
Not
as
me.
always, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
you're same.
Vito
Norway.
2-0.
Oh, I
Beetle,
thought it meant
Beetle
us,
2
I
0,
don't
same
know.
for me. Logisticus versus Surf Fresh.
Surf Fresh.
Surf Fresh.
Surf Fresh.
Surf Fresh.
I like
For today, I
Logisticus
would
though.
say Logisticus. I am a Surf Fresh believer
But the
now.
thing is, I want to shout out Logisticus. He's a super nice guy. He's such a nice guy. I love
Yeah.
him so
But
much.
he's gonna lose.
But I think Surf is going to take it. Because Surf Fresh is just on a roll right now.
Dude, Surf Fresh is my new favorite player.
Oh, Slukerikirak, dude, that is scary.
Oh, you know
Oh,
what?
that's such a shame.
You know what?
I love
I'm gonna
both
say
those players.
2-1 Sluk.
I think so too.
I think
Oh, yeah.
Rikirak is going to take it because I feel like he always performs better at tournaments where there are more people and where there's more at stake.
I think
He lost to Sluk, but that was at like a 60-man local.
Has he played a Greninja before? That's usually
he has played
decided.
Sluk.
Apart from Sluk.
Has
Yes,
Sluk
played
played
Sluk.
a Didier Lucas apart from that?
Juicy Raccoon? Maybe the guess?
Nah, not Sluk.
I think Slug takes it 2-1.
I
Yeah, I think 2-1 as well.
Okay, I'm going Rikirak taking this one.
it wouldn't surprise me, but he got that Michaim behind him. you know.
It's
Oh,
true.
Mirkheim, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, does that mean something in Arabic?
Is this in Blackrenown language?
Blackrenown language, something for yourself. Soldier Boy versus Linessa. I do believe Linessa
Yeah,
I think
Yeah,
he
yeah,
will take
2-0
it.
here.
I think
Had
that's a
Linesu
2-0.
played Ike, I think Soldier Boy would have taken it. But Linesu doesn't play Ike, so I think the Linesu is going to take it.
But
Let
the,
GP
but
live,
the
man.
surreal thing here is that we have a Soldier Boy
Let him
who
live,
has
man.
committed to a solo main. He's maining Pac-Man now.
Probably for like a week.
And that is Blackrenown's work.
He should have chosen Byleth.
We've been lobbying this for so long. He needs to pick up a solo main. Like,
He should have chosen Byleth.
oh, Pac-Man is cool, bro. Pac-Man is so cool.
I do not even
Pac-Man
want
is
that
not
debate
cool.
on this
I
podcast.
just
We're
wanted
moving
him
on to
solo
Kisen
main
versus Nibble.
Pac-Man because it's like that.
Who does Snibble main?
Olimar, right?
Yeah, Olimar.
Another one.
Yeah.
If you
You know what?
lose to
They are
Olimar,
the
that's
same
sad.
seed by the
I
they were
am
like
a
one apart.
Kisen believer.
Yeah.
I think Kisen, you're definitely an underrated player, and I think you will take it.
I think 2-1 last stock last hit for Kisen.
If
Yeah,
I
same,
sleep
same.
well tonight,
I
I'll
think
do it.
Okay,
I
Kisen,
think you're gonna fart on him.
I'm
last
going to say this. Just to not make you too cocky, I'll say Schnibble is going to take it. So.
Wow.
Good.
No
I
belief-
need that. I need that.
No
And
belief
I
in
mean
the
it too.
panel.
I mean it too because I think the thing is, who the fuck has played Olimar? No one's played against Olimar before. So.
JM has an Olimar.
Yeah,
Wait,
I've
who?
beaten him,
JM.
and Kabir also has
I
Olimar.
have played
Yeah.
against JM.
But
JM the
every
goat,
Olimar is different, I
sending
feel
Yeah.
like.
Gura
That's
to
true. Why are there
build
so many Almars in Sweden? What's the deal?
don't
Sweden
know.
is weird.
Yeah, Sweden is.
But Olimar is the high tier though, so
Sure.
it is kind of canon for
If
Sweden.
not-
it's,
not
it's
top
better
tier.
than
Yeah.
us. It's better than Norway.
Because we have
Yeah.
weird low tiers. They have weird high
We
tiers.
got like
Stig
Mewtwo,
Voravi.
Villager.
Stig the Falco, right?
You're gonna win. I think you're gonna win 2-0.
Damn, I think so too.
Yeah, I do
Oh.
believe. I do believe
Oh,
Voravi to
Get
to
that
here.
on camera right now, ladies and
Okay,
gentlemen. He's
guys.
going to win, he says.
High GPS versus U-It. I think U-It is gonna take it 2-1.
I have
Ah,
a little
no,
inside
I
info
don't
here.
think so.
Yuit has a bad record against HGPS, and Yuit has told me multiple times that he really struggles against
Well,
Ken.
I don't care.
And High GPS has been playing hot this tournament, especially in the
I
cruise.
saw him like throwing Joe Lot in the money match or something.
Yeah.
But
He has been playing hot.
Penguin early, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think early is taking that one.
Yeah, I do believe so.
I
too.
think I'm gonna say this. Penguin is gonna take early.
I just want Penguin to win so he can eliminate both Solar and Early because it would be very funny.
Hold
But,
up, the battle of the TOs as the next one.
Mm.
Gardex Mysterio.
Mysterio.
Oh.
Mysterio.
Oh,
Mysterio.
Oh. I mean,
I think Gardex.
I think-
2-1.
Wrong.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm going for the bold prediction.
Thing is, last time Gardex played the Bowser, of course, it's not entirely comparable.
The bold.
I remember,
prediction.
Gardex winning like barely 2-1 against Penguin, but no shade to Penguin. Mysterio is a lot better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel like Mysterio will probably do way better than Penguin did, and as such, I think Mysterio is going to beat him.
I feel like my man is a Mysterio, but I feel like there's a little bit of a feeling in my heart that Mysterio shows up and is like super annoyed that it's me Sword Fighter and he does not understand anything.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
He
Why
just
am I
loses
playing
because of
me
it.
sword fighter?
Everyone has a soft spot for Gardex in their heart.
Yeah.
No, Tin, me Sword
Imagine
Fighter
you
is not
came
cool.
from Denmark all the way to Norway just to play a me sword fighter.
Yeah, that's awful. I feel bad for him.
Depressing.
Rixto versus Lunner.
Lunner.
It's very fun to see
Lunner.
Rixto back, but I do believe Lunner will take
Leonard
it 2-0.
Rixto,
yeah,
If
they have-
Rixto was practicing, I would be saying him, but he's not practicing. So.
yeah, Rixto's
exactly.
here because it's a big tournament and he lives nearby. Right?
Yeah.
No, he
So-
doesn't live nearby anymore.
Oh, he
lives,
doesn't.
They have a
about
history where
outside.
Rixto has won, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Lunner, even though Lunner isn't like practicing constantly, he's still
He's
playing the
playing
game
more,
actively.
yeah.
So.
It's still the Lunnering from Cruise taking what is
Yeah.
it?
He
makes
Yeah.
both.
Yeah, three. I think
He
believe
three
it's
stopped
3-0.
Hope.
Damn, Hope has been catching strays this podcast, bro. I like
We
my
love
guy. I
you.
like
We
my
love
guy.
you, Hope.
Okay,
I have
Dr.
hope for you.
Bustdown versus Jovin. I'm just gonna say this. Jovin.
Jovin.
Jovin probably takes it. But Bastan is a Norwegian, so you
No?
never know.
Wait, guys, who's
Oh, I said Bustam
Cla-
is in Norwegian. Yeah, yeah.
Clacker?
yeah.
Isn't a Norwegian.
I'll just say
Oh,
this.
it's
I'll just say this.
Klacken. I saw it was
I'll
Klacken.
make a bold prediction. Had it been best of 5, Dr. Bustam would have won.
Oh,
Ooh,
really?
wait,
But it's best of 3. I think Jovin is going to win. I think Dr. Bustam. I really have faith in his adaptation ability.
Okay, guys. So what the Finland versus Klacken? I don't know who Klacken is, so I got no clue.
Klacken is a Luigi from Sweden.
I got
Oh,
Klacken.
that
I got
guy.
Klacken taking that one.
I do believe it was
I
Finland.
think what the Finland is gonna take it.
I think so too.
I
He's-
think the
he's
Pika
gotten a lot
matchup,
better
Pika Luigi
recently, I
favorite
think.
matchup is favorite
I
Pika.
played both of them at this tournament, albeit in different circumstances. I played What the Finland in crew battles and Klacken in tournament.
Yeah.
Both matchups are shit for Lil Max, so it's like okay anyway. But I feel like, in my opinion, I felt like Klacken, he had very scary pressure. He had some very exploitable habits, but I'm not sure if What the Finland is going to be able to catch on to those habits within a best of 3.
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
that's true.
Yeah.
We might see, we'll see, but I do believe in What the Finland
Oh my God,
as a
guys.
Pika secondary.
I think What Finland will take it 2-1.
I think
2-1.
what the Finland because he also had the matchup advantage.
And then for the last set in the
The
losers,
Queen Mary waving. Seems
Yeah,
like
Queen
she wants a
Mary.
shout out.
shout out to Queen
Shout out
Mary.
Queen Mary. You gave me gift flood yesterday. I would love to get some
Did
more.
she give
I
you
want
gift
gift
flood?
flood.
Why didn't she give me
Aw,
gift?
another time.
Oh, she's here on the camera.
Why didn't she give me gift flood?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Agephobic.
Queen
Yeah,
Mary,
of
of
You're
course.
too young for gift flood, Eirik.
Yeah, I'm too young.
Gift flood is for 20-year-olds. You're
Yeah.
too young.
I guess we
Yeah.
don't need the screen for this, but we can just take the last set, Nemi versus Dr. King. I do believe Dr. King will take that one.
Probably, yeah, probably.
yeah.
I'm a Nemi believer.
He has-
I believe in Nemi.
I'll say this: Kirby just crouches under so much of what Olimar throws.
Yeah,
at you,
I mean, I think like Nemo is one of those players who just kind of like he's very good at just picking up and stuff. I think he picks up on like how to deal with Olimar, and he has a character that like can be difficult to deal with for Olimar as well. And if you don't know the matchup, Kirby can be weird.
I'll say Schnibble. Yeah, Schnibble.
I think.
Schnibble.
No, I mean Nebui.
I think Datu King, Olimar has the advantage in matchups.
Yeah.
You don't play against any Olimar here. It's easier to play against Kirby and Joker instead of Olimar. Plus, that Joker doesn't do that good against Olimar.
Yeah.
I do believe that the benefit that Nemu has is that Kirby is a character that for many other characters requires a lot of adaptation. And what he can do is that if he notices that he kind of has a flow for the entirety of, like, say, he wins game 1 but slightly loses game 2, he has a Joker he can go to as well.
Yeah.
True.
I think just as someone who has talked a lot about the game with Nemi, he has very good game understanding. A lot better game understanding than you would think from his results. And he's very good at picking up and stuff. And I think like when he starts playing, he will be really good at just being able to think, okay, this is how I deal with this.
Yeah.
And I think he might take it.
I think the next thing we should talk about before we move on to the next topic is each of our top 3 predictions.
Yeah, I was about to go into that because we're not too close from ending this podcast. So we will finish as fit with all of our top 3 predictions. And I want to start off with you, Kisen, if you want to say your top 3 for now.
For sure, Lancelot will be the top one. I have a very strong believability in Anbil. As he's said himself, he believes in himself, and that is the mindset of a true winner, for sure.
That is a fair point.
I'm gonna make a Super Bowl prediction, or maybe not. I think Whoopi is gonna do very well today or tomorrow.
Oh,
Top
Whoopi for
Yeah.
top 3.
Top 3? Wow.
There's gonna be something that let's just like I'm in this. I'm back again, right? Maybe
Yeah, but
in round 2, round 3 in winners,
Interesting.
and then
I don't think so because I'm in the same housing as Whoopi and he's been really chill and not stressing too much about it.
But when he's in the
that
moment,
might be
though,
what he
when
needs to win,
Yeah,
right?
true.
I can see what you mean. Like when he's in bracket, he definitely hates losing. So I think he might go into that like I'm gonna win mindset. That's a fair point.
Yeah, makes
It's
sense.
an interesting
makes
prediction.
sense.
Yeah.
What about you, Blackrenown?
Okay, so very basic. Lancelot, Taudi, and Big Chungus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go bold. Not very bold, but bold, I think.
Are
I
you
might
not going to
be.
predict Lancelot to win?
I think Big Chunk is gonna take it.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wouldn't shock me actually.
I actually saw them play friendlies now, just now, or just a couple hours ago actually. But,
I think Big Chungus is going to
think,
take it just because I feel like
Lancelot has thought about the event that it happens.
yeah.
Definitely.
It wouldn't shock me if Big Chungus won.
No.
Steve.
I
Wouldn't shock me
think
either.
like
Steve.
obviously Lancelot is the favorite, but it's like there are shots for other people too, and I think if there's one player to do it, it's Big Chungus, and I want to go bold, so I'm going to say Big Chungus.
Yeah.
So Big Chungus
Fair.
first, and then Lancelot second, and then let's finish with Schmickstep third.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got the same top 3,
Yeah.
just different.
All right. Well, also got Lancelot for first, and I got Big Chungus for second, and I got Anbil for third.
Yeah.
I think Anbil will beat Schmick second.
Now.
Now, the
He's
boldest
about to say like,
prediction
he's
of
about
them
to
all.
say like Ton, Voravi.
JoVo, of course.
Yo, he's
Follower
gonna.
who DQ'd.
Yeah. On a real, I'm on the Lancelot train. He's looking solid. Only dropped the game to Surfresh, but again, Surfresh might turn up in the Thug finals for all we know. Lancelot on first. Schmickstape for second.
Really?
And then I do believe in the comeback and the run of I Refuse.
Wow, no Chungus.
No Chungus.
I refuse.
Small Chungus.
Small Chungus this time.
I think I Refuse is going to take the third place.
Bigger Chungus.
But so okay,
Big
all of
I
us had
refuse.
Lance. No, you did not have Lance on first, and then all of us except for you had Chungus. No, you did not have Chungus either.
No Chungus, no.
So okay, so the most.
I think the favorite is obviously Lance.
Yeah.
So if we were to
Lance.
like add our
I would say Lance
top threes into an amalgamation.
I would probably say Lance, Chungus, Schmickstape, and then Anbil fourth is what I gather from what people
Yeah,
say.
that would be our like gather. Yeah,
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
prediction.
But this is without clashes. We don't know them so
Yeah,
far.
we haven't looked at the
So,
bracket and concluded this. We have just thought
Hey,
like,
so long as Steve gets like top 4, top 3.
who?
I refuse on Big Chungus, so long as some of them get picked.
I don't know
I-
if Irefuse is gonna get top 8.
I wanna
think
comment
he
on Steve
might,
matches.
but
It speaks to Nordic meta if a good Steve player will not get top 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine Big
Big Chun-
Chungus and I refuse.
The thing is, Big Chungus is
The
top 3
Grants.
Steves in Europe. And Arifuse is like definitely top 10, probably like higher too. So
Yeah.
you have like 2 very good European Steves here today. And that's very interesting. Like in terms of Steve like being like the meta dominant character right now, it's very interesting seeing how like some of the better European Steve players will stack up against a relatively weak region or like comparatively, which is the Nordics. Whether I mean there's a hot chance both of them finish top 8. And you know that will just go on to like further prove like Steve's meta dominance. But also, I think there's a chance that I definitely think like I'm very certain Big Chungus is going to get top 8. Like I'm very certain.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
refuse, maybe I'm not so sure, but they're still both of them fantastic players, and I think they both have a very good shot of making a super fine bracket.
Yeah, and Chungus also. I just want to give a huge shout out to Chungus because how old is he?
Isn't he like 14 or something?
Yeah,
He
and
What?
he's yeah.
looked like
No,
14,
you're kidding.
No,
I think
What?
He's like 14.
he's
14.
Big
super young,
Chungus
and
that
he's
plays Steve and has a Fortnite in-game
Bro,
tag.
It's
I
very
think
funny.
I can assume he's 14.
I will never-
We can assume it's 14.
I will
yeah,
never
for
not
sure.
forget the fact that I played Big Chungus at like one of his first online tournaments. And I lost. I was like, fuck, I just lost to some underseeded Steve player called
Named
Big,
Big
Chungus.
Chungus.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
this is embarrassing, bro.
But then
And
you go
come to
offline, it's
find
like,
out,
oh.
come to find like a year later, he's like winning all these Sweden tournaments. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, it's like insane to be that young and one of the top Nordics.
It's meant to be
reps.
that young, yeah. Imagine being that
Yeah,
young.
there's a continuation of that
Imagine being young.
sentence. But
Yeah. Couldn't be
also
me.
a big shout out to Big Chungus's family, always
Yeah,
making
they-
sure he's happy and
Yeah.
healthy and has a good time at tournaments.
Supportive
Always coming with him.
family is the
Yeah.
It's really
best
wholesome to
thing.
see.
Yeah, that is
True-
so important.
Truly,
and-
like, I think nothing is better than like parents who like encourage their
Yeah.
their children's like
Hobbies and-
hobbies and stuff like
yeah.
that. And
Seeing Bloom's mom on the Colossal as
Yeah,
well.
that also.
Yeah.
So wholesome.
So wholesome, yeah.
it was just very
Root
nice
for
in
that.
general. And you know, seeing like a lot of these young players, they often like grow up in the Smash community, and it's very nice to
Yeah,
They
they
grow
often
up.
grow up.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't, but often.
Sometimes they're
hopefully.
stuck.
Yeah, hopefully.
Sometimes
So it's
stuck
very
at
nice to
something.
have like parents there to like encourage them and be a part of what they
Yeah.
are doing. So I think it's very impressive. And Taudi too is pretty young, isn't it?
Towdy. I
Isn't
don't
he
know.
like now maybe
I think
not
he's
that
like
young.
20.
20? Oh,
Isn't?
yeah, it's not. It's
I
not
don't
like
know.
it's not that excessively young.
I thought it was like 18
But-
or something.
Maybe he is. I don't
But
know.
another player that we haven't really talked about a lot that also might be able to break the barriers of the top 3 is Minimo.
Minimo, yeah.
maybe.
He's a dark horse. We don't really know, because coming from Britain, it's so hard to say how good
Yeah.
we are in relation to each other.
But the thing is that the British meta is. It seems like it's so far ahead. It seems like it's kind of UK and France who are who are kind of forwarding like the top play from Europe.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And you know, and the British rankings, I believe I have seen some ranking where Minimo is ranked pretty close to Frisky on one of the British rankings.
Yeah, and Frisky
So-
is popping off.
Frisky is like one of the best players in the entire Nordic region, if you count him as a Nordic player. And you know,
Okay, bold
if
pre-
Minimo is on that level, he's definitely top 8, top 5, top 3
Bold
contender.
prediction. If Frisky lived in Norway, he'd be number 1 of the PR.
That's not too bold.
Well, that's
It's
not
not too bold. I don't agree, but it's not bold.
That's probably just facts. I am.
Yeah.
I think
I think he would be definitely top 3.
I think. He
Yeah,
would be-
100%, 100%.
He would be number 1
but
or
yeah.
number 2.
I think number 2 would be my bet.
This
but
is the most Norwegian podcast ever. We're only talking about rankings.
that's true.
I heard Minimo was like, I heard every. I can't do British dialects. I'll just try speaking normal. He said like I heard like I was talking to like Nordic players. Everything they talk about is rankings. Like why do you
It's
care so much
fun.
about rankings?
It's fun.
The game is fun though.
Yeah,
It is just in general.
Smash Norwegian
Let people have
commentators
fun.
try not to mention who's
Oh,
number
this guy is number
14 on the
14.
You're
Oslo
like the
PR.
worst person at
But,
that.
I mean,
though.
we played
Here we have this person who's number 14 in Örebro.
I'm-
Here
I'm-
we got this
Uh,
person who's number 4 at Sortland.
I mean,
Yeah.
we play tournaments to
Aslak, my God.
decide the better.
I was just pointing it out. I was not saying there's anything wrong with
Yeah, but I get your point.
No, no.
We play tournaments to decide the better player, and deciding the better player is the ranking, right? So
sometimes.
makes sense, right?
Yeah. But yeah,
Right.
we have our predictions.
Yeah. For another prediction, I want you to give me two. I want one prediction on a wild card that is going to get into top 8, and
Top eight.
and a predicted player that's going to miss out on top 8.
Oh. Let's start with me, I guess.
Yeah. You want to get some time to think about it? Then I can.
Let's have a look at the bracket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's look at the bracket, yeah.
So
I
think-
believe Ton, well, is he seeded to be
He's
top
here
8?
13th.
Okay.
Everyone just
This was very difficult.
Should I start and then we can go the other way?
You can start,
Yeah.
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 I think I will start on the latter end, like the person that's gonna miss out on the top 8. I kind of hope I'm wrong because I love watching this player play his game, but I do think I see that he's in the venue. He's listening now. I think Hope's gonna have a stinker.
You didn't
I'm
have
sorry,
to call it
Hope.
a stinker. The way he made it so much worse.
What do you think he's gonna drop a fart or?
Oh, he's
No,
not talking
he's-
bracket.
I think Hope is gonna get upset just before top 8.
Hope is gonna get top 5.
I think so, but we'll have to see. We'll see.
Uh-oh,
I
here
see
he
that.
is.
Right now on the projected bracket, Max is seeded to get top 8. I do not believe he will get top 8. I am sorry to Max, but
I have a
I
wild
think
card.
he'll get like top 16 for sure.
All right, but we'll.
Holy.
All right, so moving on. I think the person is who seeded to top 8, who I don't think will make top 8. I'm going to say Hyfrey.
Oh wow.
Wow.
And
That's
that's just
also
because
pretty
he got
bold.
upset in his pool. I feel like there's shakiness, and he just has a pretty rough bracket ahead of him.
Yeah,
That is pretty bold. Pretty bold.
He's bold.
Oh, no.
Hey, that's a joke, guys.
He lacks there.
Hey, that's a
joke,
joke,
guys.
guys. Male
Pattern baldness.
My goodness.
My favorite phrase.
For the
Holy
play-
macaroni.
I have a prediction
Yeah.
that Alex Torg is going to be the sickest wild card in this tournament.
Oh, that's a good shout.
He is going to carry that momentum from yesterday and today and just wreck his way to top 8.
So, Simon,
my
who do you
prediction.
think is gonna get top 8?
Like a wild card in top 8?
Yeah,
Yeah,
who's
like-
not
First, I want to hear, before I say that, I want to hear who you think is going to, which of the top 8 you think is not going to get top 8.
5 row.
You think so too?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
I also they got my money on one of the jokers not making top 8. So if not 5 3, I think Soon will also not make top
Yeah.
8. One of those two.
Either way, if they win their first
I know a
match, they will meet each
wild
other in the
card.
next.
All right, but now, if you wanted to hear my wildcard Blackrenown,
Yeah, you're a wild card.
I need to quickly have a look.
I can take it first.
Yeah, go
do
ahead.
yours first.
I don't know if it's too much of a bold claim. I think Melly will make top 8.
Yeah.
Melly
Bambi?
Magron is so good.
Is
Yeah.
Melly
I
seeded
think
to top 8?
he has a claim in. He's not.
What?
I don't know. He's like 9th or something.
That's going crazy.
But still, he is so good. Like
He is.
I think he low-key might be #1 in Denmark at some point soon. Not by result, but by skill. And so this coming season's definitely #2. I would. I
Y'all
would
really
argue.
throwing shade at Hope, bro. Poor man
Poor Hope,
sitting right
poor
there,
Hope.
bro.
We love Hope.
And we didn't throw any
I'm
shade
just
before
joking.
he came into the venue.
I
just
think Hope
joking
is
with
gonna
you.
maybe get top 3.
Also, I
He's
think
a good chance.
He
I
could
have
get
2
top
Norwegian players that I think are crazy wildcards, and that's
Okay.
Ayapo and Blackrenown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
good
going to
shout.
say my wild card
Yes.
is going to be none of you two. It's going to be Raikoss.
Oh.
Wow.
I think Raikoss is going to beat Melly and Max.
Okay.
Really?
Those are
Well-
his people in the path. I think he's going to lose to Big Chungus. That will put him in the top 8 qualifier against presumably Fifrey. I think he's going to beat Fifrey.
I would also think he beats Pfeiffer. I think I don't think he'll beat Melly.
Guys.
But the other ones I think he would beat. I think he's gonna go on a sick loser and get top 16, definitely.
Yeah.
I don't think top 8.
I'm gonna say my wild card.
Oh shit, is it yourself?
Yes.
Of course it is.
I'm gonna be boring about this.
Ton.
It is Ton.
Of course.
It is Ton
You are
because
too predictable.
I didn't say him for top 3. I'm not.
And
I'm not
Vavik?
blindly.
Am I hearing Vavik?
I'm not blindly biased.
this
Okay.
nerd emoji?
I'm just saying that Ton has been playing out of his mind since he arrived at Smashborg.
Yeah, you're right though. He has.
And look at it.
He
Look.
gets the Smashborg power up.
As long as
Thank
he
you.
dodges Lancelot.
He is projected.
JoVo right now.
He's projected with a face-off against Anbil.
Actually.
He's projected with a face-off against Anbil. I do favor Anbil in that matchup historically. I think that makes the most sense as well. However, it's not as. It doesn't necessarily have to be as dominant as you might think.
I also think Vavik is going to make top 8.
I don't.
Do I hear Vavik in top 16? Top 16?
When I get
Top
top,
I think top 24
Top 24,
okay,
okay.
so when I get top 8,
at best.
At best.
So when I get top 8, you have to drop the person who DQ'd so you can sponsor me.
No,
Yeah.
I won't.
He won't. He hates you.
He
confirmed.
will. Yeah, he
They
does
wouldn't
hate me.
sponsor me.
You will never
either,
get
so-
sponsored, Blackrenown.
JoVo just hates us, man.
Yeah.
This
I
is
will
actually-
also never
okay,
get sponsored.
This is like turning into a Discord voice chat now.
Really.
What do
We're
you
just
expect?
rambling on.
This has been a shit show for too long now, but
Shit show for the entire time.
How long have we
Wait.
been going on? We're going
This
for
is
like
what happens
2
when you
hours
don't plan.
already.
yeah, we
I had
have
fun.
we have gone on for quite some time now, so I think we're
viewers
about
of
to round it up. I'm really excited for the rest of. What are you doing?
I'm impersonating you.
Naruto, bro, Naruto. No.
I'm really excited for the rest of this tournament.
It's just so excessive, bro. It's like,
No, but on a real, I'm really excited for the rest of this tournament. We've had a banger of a day so far with the pools. I'm looking forward to start top 64. I'm looking forward to see if our predictions come true.
yeah.
And I mean, every matchup that we see on this winners and losers round 1 is one worth watching.
For sure.
Yeah,
Definitely.
so you're
I
gonna-
wish we had 1,000 streams.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Low-key though, low-key. I know people shitting on it, but quad streams are so cool, bro. I get to see so many
Yeah.
sets.
Can I say something? I'm gonna be sad if I'm not gonna be on stream. That's gonna
Yeah, I mean,
Put
loser, bro.
Blackrenown
I'm
on
not
stream
coming
at
on
the
stream.
top.
I'm bummed
There's
about
no
that.
way any of us are coming on stream.
No,
especially
you're the
not
only
you.
one with a
No.
shot.
No
be.
way.
I'm the only one in winners.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
but looking at how streams have been so far, I think we have a better shot of getting a stream
Maybe
than
if
you
we
do.
continue with a whack ass stream,
I was seed
sets,
one.
then
I was
might-
seed one, and I never got to
Yeah, dude.
Imagine Lancelot just like getting
so
upset
sad.
twice, just never being on stream.
Like, I love this tournament and it's so well done, but come on, what's that, bro? What's the stream sets? Come
Seed
on.
1 and 2 just not allowed.
Only 6 and 7. We need the.
It was like I saw on stream, not Blackrenown and Marvin, 4th and 5th seed.
I don't know, man. It's kind of whack, but you know.
Yeah,
it is what
Imagine
it
a
is.
Wait,
It is
world
what it
where
is.
Five Throw versus Alex Torg was on stream.
Oh,
The
if that
best
was
set,
on
the
stream.
best set,
Yeah.
No, yeah, it wasn't on stream.
the best set
Yeah, I
of
know.
the entire day. I can't name a better set, except me.
Oh.
You,
Except me.
not
You the
against
set.
anyone, just
You
you.
the set.
Yeah.
However-
just slingshotting the wall.
We do have a lot of matches coming up on the stream tomorrow, and we will encourage, if you're watching this live, to follow this channel as long as Rotarian TV2, where we will be sending all of Top 64 until the very end, of course. There's a lot to look out for. I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be lots of fun. And with that, we want to say thank you for listening once again. Make sure to follow us on SoundCloud, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, and just stay tuned. We will release. I can say it now. We will release a new episode in February. All right,
We will try.
Bra Sesh, boys.
Bra Sesh.
Bra Sesh.
Oh.